What's going on, guys? Huh, that's a kind comment. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to do a video today. Well, not today. Oh, I have to do a video against Hassan. I do. I really do. People are asking me questions, and I want to sit down and articulate my thoughts on that particular matter. uh, anyway, what's going on, motherfuckers? Alright, we're gonna be playing Warframe pretty much all day. But I want to get into this.
My problem here at Pisco, quite frankly, is that a lot of Mamdani's most vocal supporters online and alternative media have intentionally made this a divisive issue when it didn't need to be. This standard never existed before.
What would it take to be the standard, Hutch? What would
Do
it
you
take
think
to be
AOC should have been forced to endorse Eric Adams in 2021?
What do you mean by forced? What do you mean by forced? Yeah, I think she should have endorsed.
Yeah, you want the standard.
Hang on.
Come on, you don't actually believe that.
No. I think that AOC should have endorsed Mayor Adams when he was running against the Republican. Yes, I do.
That.
What do you mean I don't?
Well, you understand the consequences of this, right? Because if you're going to apply that standard in New York, you got to apply that standard in all 50 states. In California, for example, you're saying that California representatives should weigh in on mayoral contests in California.
Largely coalesce.
And Wyoming
on the
Democrats should weigh in on Wyoming mayoral races. Why would it only apply to New York?
So you're making a Mamdani exclusive rule. You're special pleading for Mamdani's case. You're saying it would have to be like. Listen to me. So this is the special pleading.
God, I hate Pisco, dude. If this is what we're about to get into, fuck yes. Hate is a strong word, and I stand by it.
I'm more upset about Jeffrey's statement regarding Adams. Eric Adams.
Yeah,
and here, I'm willing to join you, actually. After many weeks of debating this, now that Adams has actually dropped out of the race, now I think it is actually kind of valid to ask for an endorsement from Jeffries.
No doubt. No one's asking Jeffries, if it were the case that Jeffrey's like, I don't get into fucking mayoral politics or whatever, or he took some kind of principle, I think it would be bullshit, but whatever. But when Mayor Adams, an indicted mayor who was taking bribes from the Turks and who did a corrupt deal with Donald Trump in exchange for greater ICE enforcement, understand what, like, everyone, we're fighting ICE, right? In the metaphoric sense, in the political sense, and, condemn all violence. But like, we're fighting ICE. ICE is like the enemy of the American people, in my opinion. And that is not okay. Like, we're allowing, and we're saying that it's, he has a good, like, you don't even mention the fact that he cooked up this deal, the fact that he's a corrupt mayor. In your statement, you're like, oh yeah, he did a pretty good job. That is disgraceful. That is disqualifying.
What up, Pixie? I went and did a Dabberoonie. I was also a little late because I was waiting for a video to render that I need to upload. I guess I could do that while we're talking. You know what I mean? Ooh, baby, I love the way. Hey, 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 hey. It's okay. I was going through and unsubscribing to stuff. Oh no, don't hit me in that one. Whoa, fly. Yeah, I was like, where is he? Yeah, usually I'm on at 9:30, but I didn't want to jump into the video while it was rendering because my computer is old, and if I do that, it'll completely axe out subscriptions. No, what am I? History. Here we go. That's what we're looking for. Do 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 do. Wait, where is the Vosh one? Got you. Yes, this is the one. Fuck.
Okay,
I watched a lot of videos. Copy. Do 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 do. Mr. Sandman. Wait, where is? There it is. Reuse. All right, let's get rid of all of this out of this one. Do 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 do. Cool. Bam. Oh shit, I have to do a fucking mail too. I didn't. Why is life hard? I'm about to do a magic gummy. Hell yeah! We did one of those last night. Well, I did one last night. Damn it. I need to find him looking dapper.
The top brass, a sweeping, which, you know, Trump has signed a.
Okay, that's good enough. I don't want to spend any more time on staring at your beautiful face. Mr. Vasharino, do 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 do. Mr. Sandman. Pump with paint. That's right, dude. We're just gonna use paint, bro. We're living in the past over here. Do, 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 do. Paste. Oh, hell yeah, brother. File, save as. Rah! There we go. Alright, so. Sorry about all this. Take off. Next, monetization on. God damn, bro. So many things to click. Cool. And then when it's done processing, we'll go in and change stuff around. I plan on doing mostly video game stuff today just to take a break from politics, but I did see this debate was uploaded and I like my boy Hutch, so let's get into this real quick.
Era of Trump to not call out, and he was weak on him before too, because he didn't call on him to resign when it was clear he was corrupt, when it was clear he was cooking up a deal with Tom Homan, who was also taking bribes, $50,000 in bills before the 2024 election in exchange for the promise of contracts after the election related to the border wall, and bills in a fucking kava bag or whatever, in a food bag. So spare me on this shit. That is weakness of the highest order, and it shows me that Jeffries isn't made for this moment. In addition to all of his cringeness, the dude is just cringe. Listen to him talk for like 10 minutes. To me, it's cringe all the way down, and Schumer is past his time. It's time for new leadership at the Senate level, at the House level. That's my take on it. It's been my take for a while, and this recent Mayor Adams statement only further cements it.
I'm going to be the last man standing defending Jeffries not endorsing Mamdani. I don't give a shit because he's...
Fuck yes, dude. I love ARI, dude.
He's got a control caucus full of moderates. Control of the House goes through people like Marie, Glusum Camp, whatever, Perez. Like, this is... He's got to walk a fine line here. I saw the statement, too, and I was a little taken aback by it. But, you know... I don't think it matters. Again, I don't think it matters.
I want to push back because I feel like there's a political calculation here. Because I think that if Cuomo were to beat Mamdani, number one, I feel like that would greatly exacerbate the divisions that we're currently seeing within the party. And number two, it would make the entire party, I think, look really bad.
There's no good outcome here, Ira, in my opinion, because let's say that Jeffries comes out and endorses Mamdani. Well, you were late. Why'd you take this long? Right? What if he comes out and endorses Cuomo?
I think it's good if he waits.
We'll just let me get it all out. What if he endorses Cuomo and Cuomo loses? Now he looks like a fucking jerk and everyone memes on him. No one takes him seriously. What if he endorses Cuomo and Cuomo wins?
Well, he's not going to endorse Cuomo. He's not going to do that.
You say that, but what if he doesn't take? What if he doesn't weigh in at all and he doesn't endorse anybody? Now he looks fucking weak. There's no good option here, in my opinion. And I think he's fucked himself over by not endorsing the.
If he endorsed Mamdani now, I don't think that would be like. I don't think people would look poorly on that.
No, I think it's the least bad option. But like, it seems so politically calculated, and so when it was obvious from the start that this is the guy you should have backed after the primary, and that's my opinion on it.
You know, Mamdani wants the endorsement, right? So like, and Jeffries technically has that leverage, but you could argue that Mamdani has leverage now too, because they're like Hochul endorsed him already, and so it feels like he's got a little bit of wind at his back. But like, yeah, I don't know. I don't, yeah, go ahead.
Hochul's New York State, you know what I mean? Like, this is New York State politics, so she's got to work with the mayor. Again, I look at Hakeem Jeffries as he's national. He's got to keep his caucus together. He can't represent one side more than the other, and control of the House.
So this is from Lib and Learn. IRI is not usually on here. He's usually this is a guest appearance. Usually they have Josiah from Pondering Politics, unless Josiah stepped down. I don't know if he did or not. I don't watch him enough to know. But I know Hutch. I like Hutch. The soy pill's kind of funny. He debates a lot of people all the time, and he's usually kind of good in the debates. But he always wears this like Leave It to Beaver hat. And Pisco is a former Destiny orbiter / lawyer who just for some reason wants to like shove his face down every socialist and communist dick in the market, and I don't know why he's so hell bent on this.
Goes through those moderate districts like MGP and Jerry Golden. So I think best case scenario, he doesn't endorse him at all. He doesn't need his endorsement to win, and he stays neutral, and then he's not associated with him. I mean, let me challenge you, Pisco. What does Hakeem Jeffries get out of endorsing Mamdani?
Exactly, fucking nothing.
I think that he's endorsing
to do his
a
job,
broad
his job.
I think that he is possibly, ingratiating the members of the left who really are enamored by Mamdani. He's pushing party unity at a time when we need, emphatic.
These people do not vote. They do not care. They didn't show up for Kamala Harris. What's the point of placating to an audience that doesn't fucking vote for you? What's the point of appeasing people that sit on the periphery of your party and do nothing but attack your party as if they're literally a double agent for MAGA? What's the point of paying like respect to them in hopes that they turn out? Like, you can look at like MAGA. MAGA believes that 2020 was a stolen election. They believe that the entire Illuminati or the deep state controlled and rigged everything. And they still showed up to vote in 2024. We couldn't get people to vote for our candidate because they didn't like how they didn't do a strong enough stance on Israel-Gaza. That was it. Like, you have Dearborn, Michigan, that unilaterally voted for Biden in 2020, voted primarily, like it was like a 90% or a 60% swing in voting, and it was on a single issue. And now we have a president in office who's doing more damage to the Gazans than anybody. Like, a portion of the UN has already declared it a genocide. And because they don't have the backing power of the United States of America now, because like Trump was like, fake news, it's not a genocide. Like, now that because America won't back the UN now has no authority to do anything. Could you imagine if Kamala Harris was in office? She would have demanded Israel to fucking cease. The UN has spoken. Like, come on, bro. But okay, whatever.
Leaders who are charismatic. So I think that it gives him, I think, at least some bona fides with the left to some extent, at least. So
Fucking
yeah, I think that
overboard.
it could make his job easier. And what could it hurt? Like, all he's doing is endorsing the Democratic nominee as the leader of the Democrats in the House of Representatives. I would expect him to endorse Tom Suozzi. I would expect him to endorse Jared Golden. And so what's the problem with the Democratic leader endorsing the Democratic candidate? To me, it's a no-brainer. What's the harm?
Usually, as far as I know, they're only endorsing his incumbents in the House. Anything else he's not really involved in. So he's only going to fight for incumbents in the House, and that's it. Like, nothing else. He's not involved in anything else.
And this is a principled position, you think? That
this is the standard.
It's not principled.
This is the standard.
It's about getting what's going to make his job easier. He's a national figure for the Democrats. Does he want to be associated with Mamdani on the national stage?
Yes, the left aren't listening to Jeffries, but they sure will complain. Don't coddle these people. They won't return the favor. Exactly, dude. Mr. Rain Wizard 483 over here firing facts.
I'm just saying, does that help him do his job? I'm not sure it does.
Well, then
Yeah,
what
I
is
guess
this
the
flirtation of
ultimate
I'm going to
question,
talk with
Pisco.
Mamdani? Yeah, go for it.
Pisco, I guess the ultimate question is, because I'm still on the fence about this. Obviously, I think he should endorse, but like whether or not, I don't know. I can't see the future. Does endorsing Mamdani kind of does sway? Does it get?
Think of it this way. What if they endorse Mamdani and he goes in here and he starts doing like these socialist policies that he's pushing, where he's going to use the New York to buy the housing and then give it out at a like reduced rate, whatever that he plans on doing. What if he does that and then it destroys New York? Like, we've always fought against the socialist and the communist label in the Democratic Party. We've been slandered as communist for over 70, 80 years from the early 1920s. Like, we don't want to start adopting these things willingly when they have been used as an attack vector against us forever. And I mean, again, communism on its most logical fucking extreme is no different than that of the most logical extreme of fascism. So, like, good morning, lost ones. We got a little bit of Lou in the house. Like, why is it that we want to like start, picking up the things that we've been trying to resist forever? Like, the Democratic Party was by and large a liberal party. Like, usually the furthest we went was social democracy or a social democrat or a democratic socialist. Like, that's like the farthest that our party should be willing to toe the line. Like, we shouldn't be willing to objectively just destroy capitalism because that's antithetical to like the idea of free markets and private property. So there's a reason why someone may not want to smear themselves with that coat of paint, especially in a political environment where things last longer than just every 2 weeks. Because as much as you capitulate to the far left, eventually you won't, and then they will betray you. They're like MAGA. Like, as long as you're doing what Trump likes, he likes you. The second you turn on him, he fucking sues the shit out of you. Look at like Rupert Murdoch or whatever his goddamn name is, who owned Fox News and owns like the Washington, whatever it is, dude. Like, it's fucking crazy. Do not support these people. Do not bend the knee to these people. They will never do the same to you. They believe that our way of thinking and our line of logic are toxic. They think that if you cut a fascist or cut a liberal, a fascist bleeds. Like, there is no reason to capitulate to people that would never return the same level of support to you ever.
Dissipate this illusion, or not illusion, but like a very big perception that Democrats are feckless and not listening to their base. Because obviously there is a much larger base than what you would see on the internet, but there is a huge amount of people, the same people that are enthusiastically going out and canvassing for Mamdani, who are doing all this volunteering. The reason he was able to get off without all this big, corporate energy, and saying, hey, can we help get those people into the coalition? Or are those people going to be seeing the Democrats as, they're always against us, they're not even on our team? I would say probably that would be good, but is that better than what IRI is suggesting, that maybe in doing so, you alienate a lot of the people that you might not see who are like, hey, I'm not really sure about the, this guy who's a little too far left from me.
Do you think Kathy Hochul? I understand that he's I guess a national figure or whatever, in a way that maybe Kathy Hochul is more of a statewide figure or what have you. But like, if he stays on the fence, what's the good outcome? If you're not fucking around with Tom Suozzi,
He's not sacrificing the entirety of the Democratic Party to appeal to some fucking individual mayoral race that may have no impact or effect on anything. He's thinking long term instead of in the moment. Like, this guy's a moron.
Tom Swazi's going to do what he's going to do no matter what, right? Tom Swazi isn't waiting for Hakeem to run, right? Like, and Tom Swazi.
What did Tom Swazi do?
No. What I'm saying is, if you're fearful of the Tom Swazis of the world, if you're fearful for the Jared Goldens of the world, they'll define themselves. They'll disassociate themselves. Everyone, in this day and age, candidates are free to define themselves however they want, and so
But
it's really
they'll
not a
get in
big
trouble.
risk.
But they'll get in trouble.
Who's going to
They'll
get
get
in
in
trouble?
trouble if the leader of the Democrats is associated with Mamdani when they're trying to represent the Democrats in their district. And it's like, yeah, but your leader is Mamdani's best friend over here.
So, I mean, was that apply to AOC? I mean, you're just going to say it's because she's an incumbent. But at the time in which she was making waves in 2018, should they have endorsed AOC when she won the nomination? Of course they should have, because that was a Democratic candidate. Of course you should have endorsed AOC at that time. But
That's for the House. That's different.
But why is it different? Like, why is it different to endorse someone who?
Because it's a mayoral race. This is local politics. You don't need the entire Democratic apparatus to get behind a mayor. That's not what we do. A mayoral race is for on an individual local level. You're talking about someone who's running a city. That is it. They work under the confines of the governor, which is where we should care about these things, because they have actual wide-reaching, huge scopes of control, especially on neighboring states. Jesus fucking Christ, what a stupid fuck.
National
national politics. National politics
why?
versus city politics. Why is it different?
Holy fuck! I'm not comparing the offices themselves. The nature of the contest. It's not about the nature of the office itself. It's about how visible it is. And the Democratic candidate for mayor, this is like world.
You can see Hutch's eyes light the fuck up. That's hilarious.
It's about how visible it is. And the Democratic candidate for mayor, this is like world news, and everyone's talking about it. And he's going to be asked every day about it, and he's going to be dogged for it. He's going to look weak if he just says, "I don't know, I'm having these conversations."
It's not his job to endorse a fucking mayor. Magic gummies be popping. They kick in that fast. Mine takes like an hour and a half to go through my body. I think I'm just because I'm so morbidly obese.
Here's my issue, and I already told you I think my calculation changed a little bit with Adams dropping out. I think there's just like political reasons for Jeffries doing it. My problem here, Pisco, quite frankly, is that I think a lot of Mamdani's most vocal supporters online and alternative media have intentionally made this a divisive issue when it didn't need to be. First of all, this standard never existed before. Like, national Democrats were never expected to endorse mayoral candidates, even for the biggest city, most populous city in the entire country. They invented this standard and then started making these demands. They're not looking for unity. They're looking for, the establishment wing or the moderate wing to bend the knee to the new kind of handsome, popular, progressive candidate. They intentionally made this a divisive issue. They picked a fight over this. Don't
I
you see
totally
that?
disagree. No, I don't.
I gotta settle for a basic bitch flour. T. I'm like 91, 98 pounds. Jesus Christ, Pixie, what the fuck? So good morning, wake and bake. Fuck yeah, dude. Bro, I just went out with my my little dabba. Oh yeah. Pixie, you're like the weight of my leg, bro. Like, if you were to cut off both of my arms and put them in a bag, they'd probably weigh the same amount that you do. I was like 480 pounds. However, I will say, I destroyed yesterday's walk, dude. I destroyed that shit. Bro, we're doing like 2-block walks now, bro. When I got here, I could do like 3 laps in the backyard. Now I'm out here I'm crushing walks now, dude. We went around the entire school walk path, dude. And we did it way quicker. Bro. And because, like, I don't know, like, look, dude, this is like a rule I live by. Me and my girlfriend, we do this. So I told her I'd stop arguing with her about, like, responsibilities. Because, like, dude, my girlfriend is a very independent person. she doesn't really need me around, to be 100% honest with you. You know, she's raised 3 kids on her own. You know, just like you destroyed that high rent reaction. I don't know about that one, buddy. I would yeah, destroyed in a bad way. I bombed that shit. Anyway, like, look, so my girlfriend is a very competent person. Like, if she needs to use a power tool or like lift something up, she does not get me. Like, half the time I'll walk, like, look, a full send. I was laying in bed like a week and a half ago, and I'm a big boy, and I roll over a lot in my sleep. So I'd be sitting in my little corner, and like a half asleep, I put my hand on the wall, and I pushed off of it. I put a hole in the wall, dude. I put a hole in that bitch. 2 hours of magic. You're crazy. So like I put a hole in the wall, and I was gonna repair it like on Saturday because like I wanted to like, you know, hang out with her and repair the hole and shit. Yo, I come in here to start doing my my reaction for the fucking weekend. All of a sudden I walk in, she's already repairing the wall. And I'm like, babe, what are you doing? Nah, it's like my responsibility, right? So, you know, as a man, like I give myself like my power level based off of how much I attribute to the people around me. Hey y'all, are you interested in doing Rin's Common House Potato Challenge to help raise money for Wave of Change October to raise money for Lyme research? Yeah. If you want to send me, you're in the Discord, right? You want to drop that link in there. I'll watch that on stream tomorrow or something. And then we'll like, you know, do links and stuff. And I'll even try to do like a little ad read for it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, fuck, I forgot. Oh, so anyway, she started like repairing the wall without me, dude. It's like, look, so I told my girlfriend I was going to stop fighting and arguing. Well, not fighting, but arguing with her. And like, hey, no, this is my, you know, get a little like all in my shit. Like, nah, let me help out. Nah, you know, I have to understand she's a strong, independent woman. So my agreement was, though, for me not arguing and fighting with her on these things. You know what I'm saying? Well, not arguing and fighting, but like, you know, resisting. There we go. That's the word. Resisting. She has to let me give her 3 back rubs through the week and then 1 on fucking Saturday. So she gets a back rub Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then on Saturday, I go in for a sneak attack one, bro. And she agreed. So that's what we doing. Shit. I'm sorry, I don't even remember why I told you that story. I'm just, you know, vibing right now. But yeah, send me the link to that and on Discord because I know I have you in there. Yeah, I'll watch that on stream and I'll throw my support behind it. I don't have a lot of money to give right now because oh god, dude, my next paycheck's scary.
I don't agree whatsoever. I think that you know, regardless of how entrenched the standard is for other politicians to weigh in on a New York mayoral, it's happened before. Booker endorsed a previous mayoral election. It's not unheard of for federal candidates to endorse state or city. What would it take to be the standard, Hutch? What would it take to be the standard?
Do you think AOC should have been forced to endorse Eric Adams in 2021?
What do you mean by forced? What do you mean by forced? Yeah, I think.
No, you buy some potatoes and try to hold as many as possible. Maybe I will try this. Because I also want to help support the Wave of Change thing too, because Tracy's been bugging me about it. It seems like more people are watching the streams. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, I understand when people don't, bro. Like, I like Destiny, but I don't watch Destiny stream very often. Every once in a while, I caught his debate with Econo Boy, which was pretty fucking gangster. These flies, I swear to God, I'm gonna murder every single one of them. I'm gonna go buy that fly tape and hang it in the... Like, I don't... This cold weather that's supposed to be out here in Ohio, and by Ohio, I mean Canada, needs to hurry up and get here to kill these motherfuckers, bro. I can't stand them. They're going to have a leaderboard. You can... VM collect donations for Wave of Change. Get the fuck out of here, fly! I will fucking end you, bro! No AC in this house. I blame that.
You
She
want
should
the
have endorsed.
standard.
Yeah,
You want the
yes,
standard.
hang on.
Come on, you don't
I think,
actually believe that.
No. I think that AOC should have endorsed Mayor Adams when he
You
was running
don't.
against the Republican.
You don't
Yes, I do.
believe that.
What do you mean I
No,
don't?
you-
Why are
there's
you telling
no
me I
way.
don't believe
Because
that?
it's
I thought all these
absurd.
lefties. Wait, no, it is
absurd.
not.
Why
it is
should
not.
she? Why should she be forced to throw her
What do you
name
mean be
and
forced
reputation?
to? So when
You're
when
saying
you
it's
say
the
Hutch,
standard. That's what.
Hutch, when you say be forced, what do you mean by that?
You're
You
saying
mean like
you
I
think
force her
this-
physically? What do you mean
No,
by
no,
that?
no. You're saying
Oh my God! Stop lawyering up, you fucking bitch.
that
Why
this-
should she?
Hold on, I'm answering your question.
Yeah.
You're saying this should be the standard. Therefore, she would be forced to act in accordance with a standard, correct?
I think that
Yes.
Democratic officials from New York, whether they're federal representatives or not, should endorse the Democratic candidate for mayor. I do think that is a standard that should happen. That it should happen. I am
Okay,
saying that. And
but now
your
but-
response is there's not been like universal uptake of that standard in the past.
Well,
But
you
that
understand-
doesn't mean that it's wrong.
Well, you understand the consequences of this, right? Because if you're going to apply that standard in New York, you got to apply that standard in all 50 states. And now you're saying that more progressive House representatives should be forced to
No.
endorse like conservative mayoral candidates
No.
in, whatever race in California or whatever.
We are talking about the New York leader of the Democrats, that is Hakeem Jeffries, who is a representative of the state of New York. He's one of the reps for New York.
He's also the leader of the Democratic Party right now. Like, what are we talking about? Why the fuck would we want him to put the Democratic Party on the line for this mayoral race, bro? What the fuck are we talking about?
And we're talking about Chuck Schumer, the leader of the Democrats, who is the senator from the great state of New York. We're talking about New York-based politicians. And not only them, they're leaders of their respective congressional branches. So they are national leaders.
Why does
and they're
the
being
standard
asked,
only apply to New York?
they're-
Why would it not be
they're-
applied in every state?
New York is the center
Well,
of
he
the
shares
world.
constituents.
New York
California is
No, dude, New York is not the center of the world. More people live in Texas and more people live in California. The reason why he cares about this is because Pisco is from New York, and that's it. This is a pet issue for Pisco because he lives in the fucking state that he's asking about. He is so entrenched into his own personal fucking bullshit that he's willing to sacrifice the entire Democratic Party over one thing. He's being a fucking child.
Be a fucking
populous
break,
state.
Hutch.
California is the most
Okay,
populous
so
state in the
this
country.
is what
It has
Hutch is
40
saying.
million people.
This is what Hutch thinks I'm saying. Hutch thinks that the standard that I'm imposing is I want the Hakeem Jeffries to comment on every
Indeedy do, my dear.
single
Indeedy
first
do.
selectman race in the entire fucking country. Do you think I'm that?
Yeah, GDP California has a GDP. It's, I think, the fourth highest GDP in the entire world. Like, I think it's right above Japan or just under Japan. California makes so much money that you can combine every other, I think, state in America, and I don't even think they catch up. A majority of the states survive off of California's contributions to the actual federal government. That's why it doesn't make any sense for Trump to be at war with California when California literally single-handedly holds up like 15 or 12 red states with how much they fund the federal government.
Fucking stupid
No,
that I'm calling for the
that's
leader
not
of the
what I'm saying.
so
That
then
isn't
why
what
are
I
you
said,
saying
no.
then it has to be the same for every state that Hakeem Jeffries has to comment on every
Dipshit, if you set a standard or a precedent, we then have to adhere to that standard or precedent. You're a fucking lawyer, you know this.
No,
That
so
isn't
then
what
why
I
are you
said,
saying
no.
then it has to be the same for every state that Hakeem Jeffries has to comment on
I'm
every
saying
mayoral? Is
that
that
in
what you're suggesting?
California, for example, you're saying that California representatives should weigh in on mayoral contests
Should
in California.
largely coalesce,
And
yes,
Wyoming
on the LA
Democrats should
Hang on.
weigh in on Wyoming mayoral races. Why would
Yeah.
it
So-
only apply to New York? Pisco?
So I think that there is a New York exceptionalism in general. I think that New York
That's because you're from fucking New York, asshole! No one gives a fuck about your dog shit state, homie! We don't give a fuck what your mayor does! We don't care! Go suck a dick! We don't care! We don't need to make this a fucking Democrat issue. Let your guy run, see what he does, and see if he becomes the mayor. Who gives a fuck? Jesus shit.
York, this mayoral race is national news across the country. Yes or no, Hutch?
Wait.
Oh, now he's doing the yes or no's. I fucking hate this guy. Why do these people put up with him, dude? Holy fuck. I'm so glad when him and Destiny's fucking relationship fell apart, I don't have to keep watching this dipshit. Holy fuck.
Wait. Let me build a bridge. Let me build a bridge. Peace. Wait. I want to. Let me moderate.
Shut the fuck up. Hutch. Is the New York mayoral race national news in a way that these other contests are not?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Number two, I would apply a standard to, for example, the LA mayor race. If you have some shitback independent who lost the fucking primary, and you have Californian people who's a centrist, corrupt person who is in the pocket and is fucking supporting and being the lawyer for Bibi Netanyahu at a time when that's not where the base is at. If that happened in LA, yes, I would expect the California delegation to support.
What are you talking about? That's not where the base is at. Like, what a fucking dipshit. None of the Democrats supported that bill other than like 4 and then 2 MAGA Republicans. The base isn't at like Israel bad. Like, we have boomers with inside, they're like a big majority of our voting bloc. Actually, you dipshit, the young Democrats think that. That doesn't mean that all Democrats need to fall in line with what the young people think. Like, holy fuck, dude, you understand that, like, as those young Democrats age into those older Democrats, their views and opinions start to moderate, right? People aren't as extreme or wild. What you're saying here in 5 years, odds are, is going to be way tamer than this shit.
The Democratic candidate. I don't think that's an absurd standard.
No, now you're appealing to you're appealing to extraordinary circumstances. When a moment ago you were saying it's because they're New York Democrats, they should weigh in on this mayor's race.
No. I'm addressing you directly.
I don't understand how this standard wouldn't be applied across the board all over the country.
I'm addressing you directly.
Have a standard. Let me finish my thought. You shouldn't have a standard that would force candidates to risk their own reputation, to be forced to endorse someone that they don't align with. That would apply to AOC retroactively to Eric Adams in 2021. And as much as you say right now, yes, I think she should have done that. I don't think that you actually
would it apply. That. So I don't want to hear any shit from you. Therefore, when Democrats in the future choose not, or left-wing people choose not to endorse the Democratic candidate for president.
Mom,
that's the fucking president of the United States, you fucking ape. There is a difference between a mayor and a president. One has a national effect on every state, every person's life. A mayor affects New York. And then maybe there can be trickle-down effects from the things that city puts into the world, but not to the same degree of a president that can like literally start naming EOs and laws and the prime leader, the prime executive of our country, whose job is to enforce law. How you're a fucking lawyer? How are you so dumb? Holy fuck!
And the reason is, bro. This is the height of irony.
Whoa. So you say
he always walks himself into a trap. Yes. You're asking the leader of the Democratic Party to support a mayoral candidate who didn't support our Democratic nominee for president in the last election, which was 9 months ago. That's crazy. That's crazy. This guy's a fucking ape. It's all because of that straighter age chick is sucking his dick or something now, and now he's like hardcore defending communism and socialism. What a fucking asshole, dude.
It's the height of irony. Should we
who, by the way, threw her best friend under the bus so she can gain political clout and fucking a name on the internet. Pisco is platforming someone who used Pixie, okay? Just that's cool. That's cool. You know what I mean?
Condemn Mamdani for not endorsing Kamala Harris? Of course. Correct? Yes or no? Yes or no?
No, I don't think.
Oh,
no,
so we don't condemn. So you don't have any smoke. So you don't have any smoke. So I want to hear you. You don't have any smoke for Hassan for not directly endorsing Kamala Harris. That's right.
Hassan Piker? He has way more notoriety
you just said you don't.
Hutch.
You just said you don't condemn Mamdani for not endorsing Kamala Harris.
Wait,
I
why
do
are we-
condemn
hold on.
Mamdani.
Why-
Wait, hang on. Let's get very
Why
clear.
Are we comparing a presidential race to
Let's
a
just be very clear,
mayoral race?
Hutch. Let's be very clear.
Do you think
just
there
said
should be a different
we're
standard?
gonna have clarity, Hutch.
Hold on.
Hutch,
Do you
we're gonna
think
have
there
clarity.
should- hold
Don't
on,
worry, we'll
hold
get
on,
to
hold on.
everything. Oh
Do
my
you think
God,
there
dude.
should be a different standard for mayoral race?
Why are you always so unhinged? Like, do you see how he's just talking with you? He's just disagreeing with you, and you're like losing your shit. Why are you so unhinged every time you go anywhere?
In a presidential race?
It depends. It depends.
You
It
don't
depends.
think there's more
I'm asking you.
pressure
I'm asking you. No, it's obviously different. Different contest. But in terms of who to nominate, I asked you a question. Do you condemn Mamdani for not endorsing?
Oh wait, I didn't just realize the soy pill has his I ate Josiah for gains because he's working out and he's looking ripped. And Hutch is lead liberal.
Endorsing Kamala Harris, yes
No,
or no?
I don't care. He was a New York
but
State
wait,
Assembly
So
member.
are you saying?
Who gives
Are
a
you saying
fuck?
you're? Wait. Are you saying you're indifferent? Yes or no?
I'm
What are you saying?
indifferent. Yes, I'm
So
indifferent.
are you indifferent to Hassan not?
No, because Hassan has a massive fucking platform where he had like 100,000 people watching him for the actual election, and he's considered one of the biggest political commentators on the left, and he didn't support our fucking candidate. This is different, you fucking ape.
Not endorsing Kamala Harris.
No, because it's different. That guy has
What?
so much
Okay,
more,
so-
he has
so you're-
way more influence
So this
than
is crazy.
a New York City Assembly member.
Look at this unhinged fucking loon.
Now the level of influence matters, right? So
Yes.
now you're okay. So
Of course
you're
it matters.
basically suggesting that influence and how notable the race.
So he's trying to state that, like, because like Hassan has a lot of influence, that he should have supported Kamala Harris, and that Jeffries has a lot of influence, that he should support Mamdani. But again, this is over a like the guy's just kind of trying to become mayor of New York. Okay, this is a mayoral race. We do not need to weigh in on what's happening on an individual fucking city. It is not the responsibility of all Americans to show up for New York. That is up to the people of New York to decide what's going the fuck on. And if someone wants to put their name next to that mayor because they believe in his message, they should do that. That's what an endorsement means. You shouldn't have to endorse a mayor that you don't agree with politically because you guys are of the same side, especially when one of the people you're asking to do that is one of the leaders of the Democratic fucking Party, dude.
Is affecting your calculus about whether or not you think an endorsement should or
It's
should
a
not obtain, correct?
presidential race.
This
It's
is
not
so
the same
silly, dude.
thing.
So we were on the same page like weeks ago that it was the right thing to endorse Mamdani. Now you've reversed your position. I don't know what your position is now.
No. I'm just pushing back against the constant rhetoric that I'm hearing from Mamdani's most vocal supporters. To be clear, they picked a fight over this issue. They purposefully made it divisive. It's obvious that that's what they did.
The standard is consistent. The standard is you endorse a Democrat unless there are exceptional circumstances, like some fucking he's a child rapist.
Like, maybe he's a socialist and wants to enact socialism policies within one of our largest cities, and that some Democrats have been trying to avoid that label for 50 fucking years. That seems pretty exceptional, dipshit.
In a presidential race.
No.
Presidential
It's you who's providing that proviso. It's you who's saying it's only exceptional to the president. I think that it should be more broad than that.
No,
I think
you
the
have to
Democrats should
localize
support
it. So,
Democrats.
you have to localize it. So like New York
Yes.
State Dems or New York City Dems, like at the state level of government. That's the pressure is more on them to get behind like candidates like that. You're talking about national Democrats who have their own constituents and their own reputations to consider, and you're saying that they should be forced to, by some standard,
hey, do you remember this argument, Hutch? Do you remember this argument? The argument was the lesser of two evils. Why would you endorse the lesser of two evils? Maybe because it's less evil. So if you have a principled position against Mamdani because you think his fucking policies are shit, you can just say that. You can say, listen, I don't agree with Mamdani, but I'm not going to support a Republican. Guess what? All the fucking Republicans do that. All the Republican elected officials do that. Do you think any of them fucking sit on the fence like this. They don't do that. They support their own candidate.
No.
But we can't bring ourselves to do that, and it's fucking insane. And it was wrong when Mamdani did it, and it's wrong with. No, come on.
How many? Hold on. How many congressional Republicans have endorsed Sliwa in this race?
I don't fuck. Wait. I don't.
Why bring up an example you know nothing about, dude? God, I fucking hate this. I'm not gonna say he's not a lawyer, but I suggest he's not a very successful lawyer.
Fucking
it was
no.
the standard. You just said Republicans do this.
Lawler has endorsed. Lawler endorsed Sliwa. Lawler endorsed Sliwa. And
you're saying that
and you understand the field.
endorsements?
You understand the field is fractured for the conservatives in this race. It's fractured in a way that it shouldn't be for the Democratic Party because it's New York fucking city.
This is not true. Republicans constantly weigh in on mayoral races. This is not true.
So Republicans fall in line for each other. And if it were a clear...
No, they don't do the standard that you're talking about.
Oh, my God.
You're making it up. There is no standard that congressional Republicans endorse mayoral candidates. This is not a thing, Pisco.
So you're narrow. You're making it so narrow that you think what I'm suggesting is that there's a uniform standard for Republicans.
What's up, Maria? What's going on, dear?
Even to weigh in on other, mayoral elections across the country. And so you're saying there's no standard because I haven't heard Republicans weigh in on mayoral elections.
It's not
of course,
a standard.
This is New York City. So in general,
yeah, New York City. No one gives a fuck what happens to your trash ass city. No one cares. I'm glad you live there and this is a really important part of your life. But for the rest of America, we don't give a fuck.
The Republicans coalesce behind their candidate. And I think that's what should happen with Democrats in any kind of major, notable race. The Democrats should back the Democratic candidate. It's you. You want to make a different standard and say, well, sometimes no. So, definitely when it's the president, but not if, hang on, no. Definitely when it's the president, but not if you're a mayoral, candidate in the future. So I'm not going to, and look at your standard.
Candidate in the future? Okay, well, now we have more reason not to back him because we don't want him running for president. We don't want a socialist to become our president. So we have every reason to be like, nah, dude, we're kind of cool with capitalism. Thank you. We appreciate you.
Right? Like, I'm going to say that you should endorse Kamala Harris unless you're like a New York assemblyman. Then you have no requirement to endorse.
You're assemblyman.
It's absurd. It's fucking absurd. Of course, there should be a uniform standard to support the Democratic nominee.
All right.
But there isn't, so no one cares.
Okay, we got to put it. Okay, so this is a question that maybe this will build a bridge. Maybe this will start another fight. I'm just curious, Hutch, if there was some mayoral race in Wyoming that was as big as the Mamdani thing, that was making national headlines, do you think it would be at least reasonable to expect heads of Democratic congressional caucuses not to necessarily say, I full-throatedly endorse Mamdani, but to say, hey, I support the Democratic candidate in this race against a Republican?
You would have to make the situation analogous. So like in this race, why are you laughing? You would have to make the situation analogous.
When it's convenient for you, you do this.
Let him finish.
Let me finish my point.
You asked me a question. Was that a rhetorical question? Or you
weren't
asking me?
Yes, I want to finish my point.
Make that clear next time.
In this hypothetical, if it is sort of like an insurgent candidate that came up really big with the grassroots campaign and he was like a fucking socialist and he was like a clear favorite to win the race, then no, I don't think that I would want that pressure there.
You're making a Mamdani exclusive rule. You're special pleading for Mamdani's case.
No,
because he's got special. You base everything off of the situation and the context around what's happening. You don't go in and say that like there's like some broad sweeping statement that we're going to make. You have to look at the facts of the matter, okay? Mamdani is pushing socialist propaganda and socialist agendas, which is, he has every right to do that. And people can vote for that if they want to. It's called a democracy, all right? But if someone who's pushing these labels and these things that you fought against for the last 30, 50 fucking years, you're damn right people don't have to hop into bed with that. This could be the only fracture point in the policies that he's putting forward. It's good enough as a fracture point to exist. You don't have to fucking come out and say, especially for a mayoral race, that you want to get behind this guy when doing so could have a negative effect on your party. Let's say Mamdani gets in there and does all the shit he wants to do. What if he does real fucking harm to the city? Well, now Jeffries is putting his entire career on the line. For what reason? A chance? No. He wants people to capitulate to what he wants, Pisco here, because it's a thing that matters to him. And that's the only thing that matters here. He doesn't give a fuck about the Democratic Party. He's not thinking about something long-sighted. He doesn't care. Because at the end of the day, people like Mamdani don't support our candidates. So they can get the fuck out.
You were accused. Yes. No,
bro.
You're saying it would have to be like. Listen to me. So this is the special pleading. This is the special pleading.
Is it a close race?
This is the special pleading.
Calculation, right?
This is the special pleading. What Hutch is just saying in response to Soy Pill, I think, is a very on all fours example, hypothetical, where it's a race in Wyoming and where it's national news. He says it would have to be just like the Mamdani race, and then I would apply the Mamdani specific standard, which.
Yes. Because it's going based off of what is happening in this race. If this race was in this exact race was in a different state, I would still not recommend endorsing. This isn't a crazy complicated mathematical question here. We're not doing brain surgery. What the fuck?
Which is just for Mamdani. You're special pleading, not me. I'm the one who's consistent. Endorse the Democrat. That's my consistency.
Do you not understand the logic of if the race is not very close? And in this hypothetical Democrat in Wyoming was 10 or 20 points up, was the clear favorite. Should we put some standard on what's most likely a conservative Democrat serving in Wyoming to lend their reputation to a candidate that maybe they're totally ideologically different from? I don't understand how that makes any sense.
So the endorsement now is turning also on the closeness of the race, and so there's some special formula that you're calculating. So everyone.
He added that in the initial thing that he was answering that you interrupted to go on some fucking apeshit tangent where you weren't listening to a thing he actually said. You absolute fucking ape.
You just go to Hutch.
That's why my calculation changed earlier in the podcast.
We'll plug into your computer. So when it comes to the endorsement question, because it's relying on all these multiplicity of factors, including.
Yes. Because all decisions are required, they're based off of the individual factors on the ground level. That's how you should make a decision. There should never be a blanket vote blue no matter who. I'm sorry, if a socialist gets into runs for president, I'm not voting blue. I'm not participating with that party. I would vote red because I like capitalism and I like the market that capitalism provides. I'm not going to vote for socialism when I think socialism is a transitory system of governance or economy, system of commerce into communism, okay? I think that it's like a branch way. So I think that capitalism can do all of the things that socialism does with a capitalistic framework. We don't need to change the framework. We can just do those things through capitalism, much like the Nordic models have done. Nordic models aren't socialism. Socialists don't call it socialism. It's still almost entirely capitalism. They've socialized a handful of industries, and that's it.
Does it have the Mamdani specific factors that we should consider, the ideology specific factor, the jurisdictional specific factor, and then your intuitions about who's going to win or not? Then we'll ask Hutch about who should be endorsed, or we could just go with a universal moral rule, which is in general the Democratic leaders should support the Democratic candidates. That seems a lot easier.
No, we should care about what message they're putting through, what they're pushing out, and what it means for our party.
To be clear, I guess the calculation is, and the reason Mamdani specific matters is, would it hurt people in other districts who would otherwise support Hakeem Jeffries or want to support the Democrats by endorsing someone that they wouldn't like them endorsing, like Mamdani, more than it would help Mamdani win this race? And if that's the case, then it would make sense not to endorse. I don't know if that's the case, but clearly, do you not see that?
Yes, we have to worry about the entire Democratic Party. Not just your little fucking pet issue race. That's not the way the world works. This is politics. And politics is ultimately about power. Because people believe in what they do, typically. And they're going to try and work for things that accomplish their goals. And they're going to use the appropriate people that they can to do these things. So why would they endorse someone that could be bad for them? That could hurt their political agenda? the promises they made to their constituents and the people, their citizens that voted them in. They are doing the things that they believe is right for them. Because on a state-by-state level or a city-by-city level, you have to worry about the people that put you in power, not some asshole on the internet thousands of miles away that only cares about his pet issue.
That's a possibility that
I recognize, look at how reasonable I am. I recognize that's possible for some ultra
reasonable I am? Nothing you say is ever reasonable.
that
I recognize, look at how reasonable I am. I recognize that's possible for some ultra conservative members, right? Some very conservative Democrats who are in tough things. Am I going out here? I might grumble. Am I saying Jared Golden is a dick for not endorsing Mamdani? No,
but you're calling the leaders of our Democratic Party weak, feckless, and need to be replaced because they're not endorsing Mamdani.
I'm out here saying the leaders of the Democratic Party in safe states, right? In New York State, safe state for fucking Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries, who has to appeal to the conservatives and the left wing. Guess what? It goes both ways. Yes, of course, Hakeem has responsibilities to members of his caucus who are more conservative. He also has a responsibility to members of his caucus who are left wing. The problem is, my intuition is, a lot of Democrats think it only goes one way. It only goes to the right, and it doesn't go to the left. And I think it's both.
We don't want it to go to the left, dipshit! We just lost the last election over far left policies that we weren't even pushing, but people believe we are pushing. We are trying to distance ourselves. We're trying to moderate, because that's what we need to do. We need to move away from the cancel culture. We need to move away from, like, the right moderated when Biden was in, okay? They attempted to do their version of that. And they pulled in centrist, they pulled in libertarians, they made their coalition bigger by pulling people from the center. We don't want to go to the small minority groups of our party that are the loudest people on Twitter, but don't actually show up and vote. They don't canvass, they don't actually do any activism. All they do is post shit on the internet, on Twitter, and cry about fucking pronouns and shit. We want people that are going to get out and put boots on the ground and stand up for our party, dude. Holy fuck.
Bullshit. I was calling out each and every person who didn't endorse Kamala Harris because I actually believed in harm reduction. But the notion that we could have, a Republican or Cuomo, or before yesterday, Adams as mayor, when we have a much better alternative, that sends fucking shivers down my spine, and it's wasting.
We don't know if one is going to go socialism and the other one's going to stay within capitalism. We don't know which one's going to be better. We're operating on unknowns now. What are we talking about? There's no quantifiable way to answer this question. Mamdani could really fuck shit up in New York trying his policies. He could bankrupt portions of the private sector. We don't know what effects his choices are going to have. Now, if the people want that, they can vote that in, and we can see it in real time. If it's really successful, maybe we can start moving more of those policies into more of the country. Right now, this is going to be a battleground state where things are going to be tested out. We should wait to see what the effects are of his rule or his leadership in the marketplace. We should just wait before we start putting our seal of approval on it, because we have seen no tangible evidence or tangible results of anything yet. Right now, it's all just words.
Talent in Mamdani. And I don't see why we can't just apply a simple rule, which is in these kind of big races when all the attention.
Because it doesn't get you anything. If we come out and say, well, we support him as the Democratic candidate, but we don't support his policies, what good does that do us? They're still going to hate on us for not supporting his policies. It doesn't win us any favor. It does us no good.
Is focused by the media. We endorse a Democratic candidate. And if you want to make it a weaker statement and say, I don't support all his policies, or we have many disagreements, that's what the Republicans do when they have their controversial candidates. But they step up and they endorse.
I don't see any reason to endorse him. First of all, the goalposts are just going to get moved. Like you said, Pisco, that you should have endorsed him earlier. You didn't endorse him hard enough. So it doesn't.
Exactly. They will always find a reason. Like right now, you have people like Hassan Piker, okay? Hassan Piker is a really good test. So for the longest time, Hassan has been complaining about people not caring about Israel-Gaza. Well, as more and more people are starting to come around to the idea that Israel-Gaza is a genocide, and now we have the UN on the 16th of last month come out and actually like, hey, no, this is a genocide. One portion of it, the humanitarian side of the UN came out and said that. more and more people are agreeing that it's genocide. And watching Trump's unhinged shit happen around Gaza also makes matters worse. But now Hassan Piker changed it up. If you didn't call it a genocide from day one, you're not an actual ally. It's like, do people finally agree with you? And you're still mad at them? They move the goalpost every time. And he's going to do it right here. I guarantee it.
Like you said, Pisco, that you should have endorsed him earlier. You didn't endorse him hard enough, so it doesn't make any difference. To me, I could steelman your argument in that Hakeem Jeffries' district is in New York City, so he shares constituents with Mamdani, so it makes sense to endorse him. Fine. But he's not just an average congressman. He's the leader of the Democrats nationwide in the House of Representatives with a 3-seat majority, and control of the House goes through those Jared Golden districts. So he has to make the calculation.
Yes.
Does it matter if I endorse Mamdani? Is it going to make a difference in his race? No. Does it help make my job easier or harder? And I feel he's made the calculation. It makes my job harder to win control of the House of Representatives for the Democrats next year if I cozy up to Mamdani. That's what it comes down to.
And the results for this kind of spineless, like looking at, I'm not saying you're spineless. I'm saying I think the leaders are spineless in that they're always looking at these opinion polls and over complicating these things. And
that's their job.
We smell it. The Democratic approval ratings are at all-time lows. It's because
people like you and Hassan shit on the Democratic Party not fucking stop.
This kind of bullshit where we're always looking at consensus polls, we're always looking to try to manufacture the
So you're saying that we shouldn't try to worry about the people in the center and we should just try to capture the people on the far left, the people who don't vote, the people who don't support our candidates ever, and more importantly, who are lesser than the amount of people in the center. Again, a vast majority of Americans do not vote, like at all. Our elections are decided by half our country. Like, we want to appeal to them, not to the people that are already 10% of our party that don't show up on the voting booth. God forbid we don't talk about a particular issue because we move the goalpost on everybody and our party endlessly purity tests. Nah, dude.
Perfect answer. Instead of just going with our gut and doing what's fucking right. Sometimes, of course, think with your head.
But
in this context, what's the harm? How is Jared Golden going to be harmed because we fucking, nominated the Democratic nominee in New York City?
Because people have a long history of hating on socialism and communism in America. Because communism was one of the most used insults from the 1920s up to 2020. We started using fascist in like the 2010s, but by and large, in the political discourse, communism has been a bad thing, and socialism has been painted in a very similar light. So maybe by voting and supporting somebody who does support these type of policies and aims in these directions, maybe the voters of another, maybe not New York, who's not as like culturally prolific or relevant, maybe in more of the districts that have more red people in them, could start swaying people. Because like forever, the big scare of the Democrats is that they're secretly going to try to turn you into a communist. Like that's what they've been saying for 3 generations of leaders. Like, come on, man.
Have you seen Mamdani's statewide polls or his nationwide polls, by the way?
I'll tell you how he's going to be harmed.
They're not good. They're not good.
I'll tell you
Just
he's
a
gonna be
spoiler
harmed.
alert.
He
Because
doesn't have,
Jared
first of all,
Golden is part of the Democratic caucus, and the leader of the Democrats is Hakeem Jeffries. So anything Hakeem Jeffries does is going to rub off on Jared Golden's and his chances.
Well,
of
then
winning.
we're fucked because the brand is shit. The brand.
We're fucked because of people like you that run our name through the mud constantly. How is it that it's been a month and you're still sitting here talking bad about Democrats and being weak and feckless when you just don't understand politics?
Is dog shit right now, and
No,
it's
it's
not
all
for
about
lack
winning.
of trying.
It doesn't matter
If it's all
about
about
the
winning, we
brand.
should support the Democratic candidate. If it's
It's
all about
all-
winning, that's what we should do.
it's about controlling the House of Representatives next year. How do you get it? How do you win it? And I think the strategy obviously goes through these moderate districts, and so does Hakeem.
If I was convinced that this would significantly affect the chances of the Democratic House, this non-endorsement, I would be like, fine. I'm not convinced by that. I don't think there's a good case for it. And I think it makes you look weak in front of your base, and the base...
You don't get to decide who the base is, dipshit.
Hates the leadership, and it's because of decisions like this, and it's because of spineless decisions like in the past
Why
when we
do you-
didn't use our leverage in the other negotiation. It's this kind of running scared instead of being a leader, running scared and being like sort of pushed around by your fears. This is the kind of shit that turns off the base, and the base is...
You don't know anything about the base. You're basing this off of your own feelings, dipshit.
so disanimated by this kind of fecklessness.
Well,
In my opinion, I love you guys. I
think
love
we're
Hutch.
making-
Hutch is my boy. Hutch is my boy. Listen, I get heated because fuck, I've been so pissed at leadership, and it's taken so long, and they're gonna have to keep fielding this question, and you look weak as fuck when you don't answer it.
I don't understand. Like, I feel you keep calling it weakness and spinelessness, and to me, it's just just a political calculation. It's not about
Yeah, like-
fear or anything like that.
Yeah.
And you talk about the base being upset. Do you really think that Mamdani represents the base of the Democratic
No,
Party?
I'm not. No,
Mamdani
but look-
represents a growing movement on the left of disaffectedness with the Democrats not pushing back, not fighting back, and finally someone coming out and doing a little more populist thing. And that's why he has this national support and energy. And by saying, I will not endorse,
There's another reason why not to support Mamdani, okay? Because of liberal ideas, okay? Liberalism. Right now, the liberalism in our country is going through a reformation. That's why they came up with something called the abundance liberalism. Unfortunately, with Mamdani surging in popularity in the ways that he has, my fear is that we're going to get blue MAGA in the White House, and it's going to destroy even more of our norms. The way that this needs to go is we need to return to form. A classical liberal that believes in liberal ideas to get into the White House. And then what we need that liberal to do is to push liberalism to its max. We don't need to get, what's the word I'm looking for? We don't need to get populism in, because that's what we have right now. If someone is running under the idea of populism, populism always goes belly up. Populism is always, I'm going to help fix you. Right now, we have a horseshoe going on with the far left and the far right making the same arguments. You just have to look at their reasons for hating on Israel-Palestine. Okay? When we put someone in who tells you he's going to fix all your problems, that's a dangerous person. Even Ronald Reagan caught on to this back in the 50s. The government is not designed to fix your problems. Government is hopefully designed in a way where it protects the interest of its citizens and weighs the effect that big business can have on our market. And it needs to regulate that big business. We don't need the government to come in and hold our hand on every situation. In fact, the government can do very little about our own individual lives outside of those that require financial assistance from said government. But that's in duty of protecting its citizens, not that it should dictate and control aspects of your life. So populism tells you a lot of sweet, beautiful things that you want to hear. When I get in office, I'm going to lower gas prices. When I get in office, your homes will be safe. When I get in office, I'm going to end all wars. When I get in office, I'm going to make it to where you can make more money. Populism feeds on the anxiety that we have about a complicated world that's messy and unfortunately deranged. It takes away responsibility from an individual, and almost in all times of populism, we give more control to said government under the guise that it's going to protect and save us. Populism on the right, Donald Trump. He was a populist candidate. He ran on populism. All of his talking points were about how he was going to save you, the American voter. You're going to be so rich. Yeah, dude. That's this. Now, populism on the left is going to come through the veins of communism and socialism. They're going to say, hey, look, life is hard. Property rights are scary. How about we take care of these things for you and you don't have to? You have a hard time finding a job? We will give you one. It's going to start out nice and kind, but over time, less and less of our rights will be around, just like today in America, where freedom of speech is legitimately under attack by Donald Trump. So, no, we do not want to get behind populism. And the reason why it's very dangerous to bring populism into this side is because everyone thinks that's how Donald Trump got in. And so people are going to copy it. It's what the Young Turks are pushing. It's what Hassan ultimately wants to push because they know that's their vector to get in more communism or more socialist ideas to the American people.
Pisco is saying, well, you're kind of saying, well, oh, if you want, and I'm doing a little more populist thing, and that's why he has this national support and energy. And by saying, I will not endorse, Pisco is saying, well, you're kind of saying, well, oh, if you want change, this is just like the David Hogg thing. If you're trying to come in and primary people and be progressive, we don't want that. And it kind of builds into this like establishment, like hard rock that's not going to move thing. So I understand that at the very least, I think it's silly that he wouldn't just say, hey, you know, I don't agree with everything this guy does, but it's great that we have this guy and this energy. And I think it's great that people are voting for him and I support this movement and I support him over the Republicans. But he won't even say that. It does come off as a little bit like, come on, give us something, even if it's not going to be like the deep.
And then the Mayor Adams statement, Hutch. And then the Mayor Adams
well,
statement.
That I already
told
like, you I didn't.
I know, but
okay
like it's all part of the. I weigh that in because I see that he didn't call on him to resign at a time.
You didn't weigh that in. You automatically assumed that he was wrong, and then more information came out, and then it just further makes you feel like you were right in your initial assessment.
And he's literally cooperating with Tom Homan and Trump, and it's all part of the same shit. I'm like, whose side are you on, Hakeem?
I just feel like you guys are not really reckoning with the point that IRI has made, I think, like 4 times now, which is like the House Speaker has a totally different set of considerations to ponder when considering something like that. Like a political endorsement is a big fucking deal. Like an official formal political endorsement, you are lending your name and your credibility to a candidate. And so it's not some small gesture. And I don't like Mamdani, you know, I looked at his platform. I liked like 90% of his platform, didn't like 10% of it. I thought he ran a brilliant campaign and I would be happy to vote for him if I lived in New York City. But there are going to be representatives that serve in districts that are a little freaked out at the idea of endorsing a guy who said that the end goal is to seize the means of production. You know what I mean? Like he's just like not even a democratic socialist. He's like a socialist, right? Like that's going to freak a lot of people out. And I think you're underestimating that kind of endorsement backfiring. I think you're underestimating the risk of that happening.
Facts.
Like we saw it in 2020. Like the 2020 was like a really important cycle because we won a trifecta, but we lost seats in the House. And one of the reasons why we lost seats in the House is that there was a perception about Democrats that we like wanted to like, you know, get rid of police and become like super radical in that way. And it cost us House seats.
I can understand where Pisco's coming from. He feels like the Democrats are missing out on the energy and the excitement and
totally.
Why people like Mamdani. I get it. And but I really question Mamdani's national appeal as well. I haven't really seen any evidence to back up that. I understand he's on national TV and people do like him around the country, but is he really resonating with Democrats around the country? I'm not so sure. Have you seen evidence?
Whoever answers polls is the opposite IRIs. He's not as popular national as he is in New York. So,
well, there's a lot of like undecideds with him. He's unknown, and so there's a lot of room to grow. Like AOC was in a similar position, and now I think she's positive nationally. But at the moment, he's down. He's like -15 nationally, you know. So he's not a particularly popular person yet.
Yeah, I'm not saying that he's a known commodity national. I'm saying the race has national attention in a way that like a normal mayoral race doesn't. And
Sure.
I do think that there's an exceptionalism to these major cities. Major cities, by the way, are on the front of the war against Trump. Who is Trump, claiming that he wants to go into these various cities for? He's doing it in Chicago and New York City. These places, these major metropolitans, Gotham City. This shit matters. Also, I happen to live here, and so yeah, like the notion that we would have. I think Cuomo was like fielding calls from Trump. He's much more likely to be aligned with Trump, and in that context, it's not even like a close call for me. And I think that you could craft a statement such as Soypil gave as an example that would fairly insulate you from any accusation that you're a fucking socialist. I'm not a socialist. I've never been a socialist. I just defended my boy Econo Boy when he came.
No, you've been defending socialism and people like Hassan Piker religiously. You run a podcast with an actual socialist who's actually a communist, who's gone on record saying that she's a fake socialist because she wants to push communism to the people. And you've been going deeper and deeper down the socialist rabbit hole in all of your argumentation, and you're voting for someone who literally said he wants to seize the means of production. Dude, you're a socialist.
Out, but like I'm not a socialist.
Yeah,
I just think that what's good for the goose is good for the gander. I don't think really at the standard for the presidential race. If you're going to say that Mamdani shouldn't have to endorse Kamala Harris, even though he's an assemblyman in New York, I think he should. I think Hassan should have. And I think we when we make it too complicated, like, well, it depends on the fucking exact intersection between your popularity and how likely you are to win the race by itself. And then it just, to me, it gets too complicated, man. Just endorse a Democratic candidate. But
no, people have to make the decisions that are best for themselves and their constituents. That's it. That's why people get into politics. This is the problem, okay? People all think that all politicians are corrupt and are all taking big money from big businesses or big pharma or the military-industrial complex or Israel and the ADL. Bro, most people get into politics not to be rich. The private sector is way better than the fucking... the government sector, okay? It's just the things federally, you don't make shit, okay? More importantly, most of the time people get in with particular issues in mind, certain goals that they saw on the ground level of where they were living and the things that they wanted to help improve for their constituents. So they have to get into politics. They have to get in and make promises to a wide scope of people across many counties and many stuff within the state in order to get elected. They have to weigh every argument they make. They have to, if I go support these people, are they going to show up and actually elect me? Or if I support them, would this alienate, let's just take politics out of it. Let's say you're trying to, become just, the number one guy in town, okay? And in order to do that, you need to get the support of a handful of people. One of the ways that you can do this is you can go, hey, show up and do things that are really nice for the police. Go out, start a banquet or a charity event for the police, help lift up the police department. By uplifting the police department, now the fire department gets a little mad that you're helping the police department. So by helping the police department, you could alienate fire department. Well, okay, well, you don't want to alienate the fire department, so instead you do a servicemen's thing where both the police and the fire department could come in. Well, the police department wants different things than the fire department. So when you have both these people in here, you have to look for the commonality of what they both want and what they both are working for. And humans are pretty universal. You can start talking about, well, I want to help increase funding for both of these places. By helping the funding for both of these places, it means that hopefully that funding would go to hiring more staff, more help. By increasing funding there, you would hope that that money would find its way to trickle down to the people that work there. So that would be a universally popular thing to talk about in front of both of these people without getting into specifics. That's what politics is. They're trying to get the far left, who are socialists, to vote for them. They're trying to get democratic socialists to vote for them. They're trying to get moderates to vote for them. They're trying to get liberals to vote for them. And then they're trying to get the hidden communists to vote for them. Politics is hard. Everything that you do in the political domain is about carefully selecting the things that you want to do. That's why those that are successful typically come off as the most milquetoast because they don't threaten any one of these particular groups. They kind of play ball and they play nice so that they can fix the police department, which was what their goal was. But in order to get that, they have to get the fire department to help, and vice versa. Bro, it's complicated. It's a mathematical equation all the time. That's why politicians try their hardest to say nothing at all, so they can go work on the things that they want. You lied to me. No. I plan on playing Warframe most of the day.
By itself, and then
Also, hi, Nikki.
then it just, to me, it gets too complicated, man. Just endorse a Democratic candidate. But I know we have a disagreement, and I love you boys. I've always loved you boys.
All right. Well, guys, I think we're gonna wrap up a little bit here, but I think I want to add that was heated therapy session for Pisco, and as much as I enjoyed it, I want
No, it was just you because they all kind of agree.
to end on unity here, and I know we weren't going to make a big deal out of this, but I do want to watch. Did you guys see Donald Trump posting AI videos of med beds?
Oh,
Bro!
shit, yeah.
So we
This
talk
dude's
about
cooked.
fascism and how important it is to mock fascists. So when your president, when your fascist authoritarian crazy leader is, I guess, posting fabricated videos about magical beds that heal any disease, any and all accusations that Joe Biden is mentally unfit, I think are going to fall out the window, or at least should be reciprocated times 5,000, because this is insane.
Breaking now. President Donald J. Trump has announced a historic new health.
I thought I was only missing games, so I wasn't fussed about hurrying through the morning stuff. Hey, it's okay. It's okay, Nikki. Bruh. I didn't intend to watch this today, but like the ones that Elysium said. But my boy Hutch, I gotta show up for him.
Care system, the launch of America's first medbed hospitals, and a national medbed card for
And full disclosure
so
for
good.
everyone on stream. Full disclosure: this is completely fabricated. This isn't a real news broadcast. Nothing in this is real.
Imagine,
Reset.
so like it's the med beds from like the Alien universe. So like in Prometheus, she went into her little med bed and she had a little alien
That's a great
abortion.
movie.
It's like a
Yeah.
bed, like a theoretical bed where it just fucking cures breaks your, or like heals your broken bone instantly, and fucking kills your cancer cells immediately. It's like, yeah, it's non-existent technology and
Yeah.
obvious AI.
Actually, even better, Hutch, have you seen Elysium? I feel like you'd like that film. That
I
they
don't
literally
like
had
that
magical
film.
beds that cured every disease.
Yeah.
In that one. So anyway, like just to be clear, also there's no prompt, there's no comment like, I'll be leading us here in 20 years, Trump healthcare will. No, it's just like unquestioning, like this is real, I guess, is how he's posting this. So
Every American will soon receive their own MedBed card.
He-
With it, you'll have
That's
guaranteed
him.
access-
That's him.
yeah, and that's not
He
that's
never
not
said
him
that.
saying that. That's an AI saying that. So he knows. I mean, maybe he doesn't know he didn't
He
say
doesn't
this.
know. He doesn't know what he's
soon receive
saying.
their own MedBed.
That's fucking wild, dude. How the fuck is Trump releasing AI propaganda and no one cares? This is fucking crazy. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, he can make whatever he wants with AI. Thank God it's not like, him and Epstein raw dogging a teenager, but, this is still disgusting. Why is the president of the United States lying about what he's making? Like, what the fuck? This is like definitionally propaganda, dude.
Bed card. With it, you'll have guaranteed access to our new hospitals led by the top doctors in the nation, equipped with the most advanced technology in the world. These facilities are safe, modern, and designed to restore every citizen to full health and strength. This is the beginning of a new era in American healthcare.
In this first
So does he did someone show him this video and he thought, hell yeah, dude, this is something we're doing? And he doesn't know that he didn't actually physically say these things? There's no fucking way, dude.
phase, only a limited number of medbed cards will be released.
Like,
Registration
if it's all fake, why is there this caveat of like, well, it's a limited rollout? It's like, no. This isn't happening at all. Why are you adding this weird fake stipulation about how this rollout is going to happen?
details will be announced
And
very
me.
soon.
So yeah, I
Really
clearly,
bizarre.
this man is insane.
Exciting.
But I mean, I'm excited for the med beds. I don't know about you guys.
I can get my gender affirming care in my med bed.
True. And you could go back like the same day if you wanted to. Just try it on for size.
Bro, would a med bed help me lose weight? Because if so, I believe in Trump. Trump daddy, give me that med bed. Will it make me, well, I have a six pack, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, because my obesity is an epidemic, right? Like, come on, bro. Come on. I lay in this bed, I get a six pack, bro. Get that V line that goes to my dick, you know what I mean? Like, a thing that I've never had in my entire life. Like, wouldn't that be awesome? Like, fuck, bro. Can I get that, please?
Wow.
Just have like a vagina for a day. You wouldn't do that?
Yeah, no, I can go back and forth and see how I want to live.
What? Are you trans?
You wouldn't want a
You
clitoris
seem
for like a
incredulous.
couple
You said
hours?
you wouldn't try it out.
Yeah, bro, what the fuck?
Go in the
Fuck,
women's
maybe I'll
locker
try it
room.
out. Am I
Yes or
trans?
no, Pisco? Would you be a girl for a day? Yes or no?
I guess I would.
Yes or no? Sorry. I can't be so loud.
Does that
could
make
have,
me like Q? I'm
You
Q
could
now.
have like 15, 20-second orgasms. That's how long women orgasms are, and men it's like and then you're done.
Hutch, women
Oh.
don't orgasm. Don't lie to your audience. Okay.
You could probably customize it and like put
Women
your
don't
clit-
even like sex. Hutch.
Customize.
female
This
orgasm is a myth. That's true. It's a
This is why
liberal
we have
propaganda.
2% female audience. Wait, what are your
yourself.
numbers? Okay, you have to say I'm 5% female. All right,
No,
go,
I don't
go,
know.
go,
I've
I
never
think
even
like 75% of my audience is trans last time I polled. So
I don't know on Twitch or YouTube, but on TikTok, it's 50-50 for me.
Wow, 50-50. Well, TikTok
my
is
good look.
You gotta remember, Pisco, you yell and scream at people, and you want to. Yeah, bro, we would all have Deadpool powers, dude. The problem is, I would want it as a portable sleeping bag because I would start doing crazy shit. I'd be starting beefs on the street with people, bro. Just walk down like the most redneck town on earth and start cussing out like slurs to MAGA and see what happens. I would sag my pants intentionally. You know what I mean? I would go buy like the Jewish stuff that you put over your shoulders, get a little yarmulke, and I'd walk out there and be like, "I'll control your president, bitches!" Like, bro, I would be looking, bro. And then if I get shot, I would just like lay into the sleeping bag and hope to God it clears me, dude. That would be awesome. Sleeping bag, med bed, bro. Hell yeah, dude. And just to piss off other people, I'd go to like Antifa and be like, "Y'all bitches." And then I support Trump, and they'd fuck me up, just crawl into the bed, dude. I would find ways to troll everybody, dude. And I'd sit outside the police department, dude, just committing crimes. like just petty crimes, like littering, just like right in front of them, like, "What's up, dude?" And then they come over, and then like I would say, "I have a gun in my pocket," and then I'd reach for it, and they'd blast me. It'd be so good, dude. And then I'd just crawl into the bed and be fine. It'd be all good. I would have sex with like the craziest hookers that like I know have like some kind of disease just to see what it's like. Like, are they really that experienced? You know what I mean? I'm telling you, bro, I would live life a whole different way if med beds were like a thing. Trump needs to make this a reality. I want to experience the wild shit. I want to experience actual hate crime, dude. But like happening to me, bro. That would be awesome. This is all just jokes, by the way.
Looks.
Or,
It's my good looks.
you are a handsome man, IRI.
Oh, but yeah, no, I don't know if you
Make
guys
me
saw.
blush.
I was watching an IRI stream while I was driving, and he was talking about, oh,
I can see you potato sacking up to people to disarm them to be a hero. Nah, bro, they'd take me out, bro. I couldn't be a snake oil salesperson. It's not in my blood.
it's okay. Everyone ages. I'm past my prime. Bitch, you look the same as you do when you were 20. Shut up. Don't. Oh, everyone ages just like me, who stays the same for 30 years.
Have
like
you thought about
fucking
have you thought-
vampire.
have you
I will say, Hutch, age was unkind to Hutch. He looks like Joe Rogan's like little brother with leukemia or something. Like, he just looks sickly and ill. Then it's really gonna be lost again.
you thought about like growing out your beard like fuller?
Me?
Dude, that would be epic. You'd be like
I
George
do.
Washington.
Yeah, I go back and forth. I just shaved it because I went on stage, but I kept it a little short recently. But yeah, I grow it out.
No, I mean
On
like
stage with
like
who,
a,
IRI?
Like big and long?
No, I mean like a Kurt Russell situation.
Maybe, yeah. Well,
Like
it
a
fills out my
Viking
face
beard.
because it's long, and so if you have a little bit of thickness, it balances out a little bit.
That's what I'm
What?
saying. You should grow it out for like 2 months.
Okay, I'm not watching the rest of this. The debate is over. Like, get out of here. Pisco is fucking unhinged. I do not. Well then okay, then it would be safe. Okay, major defeat. Let's fucking goddamn it.
All right, folks, we have some somewhat encouraging breaking news, which is that Donald Trump has finally suffered a major, but potentially temporary, defeat at the hands of none other than the United States Supreme Court, which, as you know, has a 6-3 conservative supermajority, and 3 of the 6 were appointed by Trump himself. So we have to talk about that. But before we do, if you end up liking this video and you want to support the channel, please be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and alert bells before you go.
All right, Pixie.
All right, friends, as you know, the judiciary has been somewhat of a mixed bag in the second Trump administration. It's true, on the one hand, that Trump has suffered a spectacular number of defeats at the hands of lower court judges, many of whom are conservative, people appointed by President Ronald Reagan, President George H.W. Bush, President George W. Bush, and sometimes people who were appointed by Trump himself. That's how egregiously unlawful Trump is. On the other hand, the United States Supreme Court, the highest court in the land, is very often inclined to vote in Trump's favor, to rule in Trump's favor, either because they share his political ambition, his political projects, and they're the court that makes the ultimate decision, or because they don't agree with him, but they're too afraid to get into, a diametric opposition to Trump, that if they rule too often against him, that he might finally say, okay, you and what army, and give them the finger, and then their power, which is extraordinary, will be rendered as a bit hollow if the president ultimately decides not to comply. For whatever reason, in a number of spectacularly unprincipled ways, the Supreme Court has been inclined to basically greenlight all of Trump's authoritarian power grabs. So this marks a very rare exception where the Supreme Court has actually slapped him down, right? So as CNN reports, the Supreme Court agrees to hear arguments in case on Federal Reserve independence, leaving Lisa Cook in job for now. Lisa Cook was one of the governors on the Board of Governors appointed by President Biden, whom Trump has tried to fire so he could replace her with somebody more amenable to his views, because he wants to basically bring the Federal Reserve under the aegis of the executive branch and no longer.
That's so crazy because the Federal Reserve is always supposed to be independent from the actual president. Like, technically, the president isn't supposed to oversee any of those departments. Like, the president isn't supposed to direct the DOJ to do things. That's why when they try to say, well, Biden did it, it's like, well, no, you have no evidence of Biden directing the DOJ. In fact, Biden kept in the guy that was investigating his son because he wanted to make sure that his son wasn't doing any illegal operations in Ukraine. So he kept the guy in that was doing the investigation. There was one time when Biden said that he was getting upset about the investigation, but he let it happen. He kept the guy in that was investigating his actual fucking child in office. It showed an extreme level of character on Biden's part. Meanwhile, every time someone tries to investigate Trump, he tries to fire them.
Have it as an independent agency. So let's take a look at this. The Supreme Court agreed Wednesday to decide whether Donald Trump can temporarily fire Lisa Cook from the Federal Reserve, setting up a blockbuster showdown over the independence of an agency with vast power over the American economy. Cook will remain on the job until the court holds oral arguments, set for January, so several months away, and decides what to do with the president's appeal. That move came despite Trump's request for Cook to be removed immediately. So again, he lost in court and said, okay, Supreme Court, get my back here. I want to fire this woman immediately. Take her out of the job immediately. And the Supreme Court says, no. In that sense, the order was a win for Cook, and a rare instance in which the court has decided against quickly jettisoning federal officials Trump has fired. Okay? The High Court's brief and unsigned order came months after a majority of justices appeared to draw a line of protection around the Fed, calling the rate-setting agency a uniquely structured entity with a, quote, distinct historical tradition, shielding it from presidential politics, even as the court has permitted Trump to fire leaders at other agencies like the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission. Okay? And this actually goes back to what I was talking about in previous videos, which is that, number one, the idea that the Supreme Court is originalist is bullshit. Okay, these people are not particularly principled. They will try to cloak their decisions in as much originalism as possible. But if they have a preferred policy outcome, they will work backwards more often than not.
It's crazy, too, because they'll be like, I'm a constitutionalist. Like, oh, so is due process for all people or not? Oh, only American citizens. Well, it didn't state that in the Constitution. And more importantly, we have precedent stating that you're wrong. So what the fuck?
Okay, and they're all brilliant people. So this idea that, well, you know, they at least try to come up with reasons. Yeah, because they're not stupid. They're brilliant and experienced lawyers who can dress their reverse engineered decisions in legalese to try to make it sound persuasive. But like in the presidential immunity decision last year, there's no originalist basis for that decision, which is why so many conservative originalist scholars came out and said, what the hell are you guys doing? This is absurd. There's no originalist basis for this. But they wanted Trump and presidents in general, but specifically Trump, to have this sort of immunity, so they worked backwards. Now, what we're seeing here is an example of that, which is that independent agencies exist by federal statute, right? By congressional statute. Hey, these are in the executive branch, but they're not at-will employees of the president. And that's been observed for decades. It's been a court precedent for decades to reaffirm the independence of, you know, these independent agencies. But the president can fire them, but for cause, right? Well, this Supreme Court says, no, I really want a Republican president to just be able to fire whoever the hell they want. Okay, what about the Federal Reserve, the people who set the interest rates? Do you really want to make that an at-will employee of the president? A stupid president? Or a Democratic president? Well, I mean, not the Fed. I mean, the Fed is like so different, you know, like, I mean, you know, like all this other stuff, like, you know, the FTC and the FCC and stuff like that, you know, we obviously want Republicans to be able to control as much of that as possible, but like setting interest rates, it's just like, it's kind of different, right? So it's totally prudential. It's total bullshit, right? It's a practical decision. Now, I agree with the practical decision. I don't think that the Federal Reserve should be at-will employees of the President of the United States, no matter if it's Trump, Biden, Obama, Bush, Vance, doesn't matter, okay? So it's just kind of funny how transparent they are. But let's continue. Trump fired Cook in late August after a member of his administration alleged that she had committed mortgage fraud by reporting 2 different homes as her primary residence, a practice that can yield better loan terms. Other documents have subsequently revealed that Cook sometimes declared the second property as a vacation home. Cook has called those charges manufactured and argued that no court has reviewed them. If Trump is ultimately successful in dismissing Cook, it would mark the first time that a Fed governor was fired by a president in the central bank's 111-year history.
That's crazy.
The Supreme Court's 6-3 conservative supermajority has allowed Trump to fire leaders at several agencies that, while they exist within the executive branch, Congress set up to have a degree of independence from the president.
True.
Lawmakers attempted to create that independence by requiring a president to show cause, such as malfeasance, before firing its leadership, a practice the Supreme Court upheld in a key 1935 decision, Humphrey's Executor. This year, the court has at least temporarily permitted to fire leaders at several of those agencies without cause, including at the FTC, the Consumer Product Safety Commission, the National Labor Relations Board, and others. In one of those decisions, back in May, the court notably said its decision didn't implicate the Federal Reserve, differentiating it from the lesser-known labor agencies at stake in the case, because, again, it's all about prudence. They don't want their finances and the finances of the American people to be whipsawing back and forth under a Republican president or Democratic president without any sort of protection. Total prudential basis. But Trump attempted to fire Cook under different circumstances. Rather than dismissing her at will, Trump said the mortgage fraud allegations qualified as a cause. A federal court on September 10th blocked the move, finding that Trump had, quote, not identified anything related to Cook's conduct or job performance as a board member that would indicate that she's harming the board or the public interest. A federal appeals court declined to put that order on hold, and Trump quickly filed the emergency appeal at the Supreme Court. Perhaps sensing that some justices might be uneasy.
It's so crazy that, like, he can just kick it up to the Supreme Court, and then they hear it, and he put 3 of the people that are in the Supreme Court. Like, we don't even see the double standard here. It's so crazy. No one cares, dude. There's no principles anymore.
Letting a president meddle with the central bank, Cook argued that siding with Trump would, quote, eviscerate the independence of the Fed, and she warned that it would lead to, quote, chaos and disruption for U.S. markets. So again, she's making a potential case here to try to appeal to the sensibility of conservatives who are otherwise very much inclined to let Trump do whatever the fuck he wants. Trump has been highly critical of the Fed, especially Chair Jerome Powell, for keeping rates high, and critics say the administration's real goal in targeting Cook has been to pressure the agency. The Federal Reserve cut its benchmark interest rate earlier this month for the first time since December and signaled more cuts are likely this year. Cook voted in favor of that reduction, so having her actually on the board benefited Trump in this respect. The Supreme Court already agreed this term to hear arguments about the power of the president to fire leaders of independent agencies. That case, centered on Rebecca Kelly Slaughter, whom Trump fired from the FTC, has squarely lined up with the question of whether the court should overturn its 1935 precedent, Humphrey's Executor versus the United States. Humphreys, which also dealt with the FTC, allowed Congress to require presidents to show cause before dismissing board members overseeing independent agencies. So there you go, folks. That is the current update. Again, it is temporary. It is entirely possible that the Supreme Court will say, you know what, fuck it. Yeah, we do think that presidents should be able to just, fire, independent agency heads, at will, or, for spurious allegations of cause that they actually don't have to demonstrate cause. They can just say, this is cause, this is, and not actually substantiate the claim. But certainly in the short term, this is a major defeat for Donald Trump, and a very rare one at the hands of this Supreme Court, which again either agrees with his political project and political aims and thus gives him a wide berth, or because they secretly don't, and they think, holy shit, this guy's an authoritarian on steroids, but they're too afraid to be seen as standing toe-to-toe with him, when eventually he might just say, okay, you and what army, right? So that's where we are. In the meantime, let me know what you think in the comments.
It's hard to watch Josiah sometimes, bro. He does a lot of conjecture in there. Like, we don't need to hear the whole, well, they might be against him, but they're afraid. Like, that doesn't matter with the point that you're trying to make. Jesus Christ. He does it all the time.
Everybody is really keen to see what everyone came into this stream to see, so we're just getting it.
Yeah, should we do it?
Alright. Boys, we're gonna do a bit of space.
Hey, is that Sam? I think that's Sam. Am I not mistaken?
We're gonna need to
let's
load
them in.
See you later, guys.
Let's load them in.
Brah.
Guys, even more important than the album, even more important than all the trials and tribulations that I face. Let me have a look at these, see how common they are.
We got more.
What up, Tracy?
We need to find a place to put all of these things.
Oh, many potatoes.
The common house potato, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, we've got more bags.
Slightly smaller than the base.
Potatoes.
Slightly bigger than a. Oh, I'm kind of nervous now, man. Right,
Yeah,
okay.
well, I think they're slightly smaller than my expectations.
No, I think that's all right. I think that's to me looks
okay.
bang average.
Does that look bang average to you?
Yeah, man. Right, let's unleash them.
So this is it. We need to be able to have easy access to the potatoes.
For anybody new to
Let me
these
get
live
a tray.
streams, let me set the scene. Let me set the ground rules. So a while ago on live stream, me and Sam had a debate about how many potatoes you could hold at once, uncooked common house potato at the same time. I said,
I don't even know if they sell common house potatoes here in Canada, bro. Or is common house just mean just normal potatoes? Is that what he's saying? Or is like that a brand?
34. Sam said 26, I think.
I did 28.
28. Sam thinks 28, I think 34. The closest person to it takes the crown. If I get above 34, I win. If Sam gets below 26, he wins. 28. So we're just going to go for it. He did say 26. I know he's changing it because he's... Right, Sam, you're 26, mate.
No, I'm not.
You changed it.
No.
Guys, can we... What do we think Sam said? I want a unanimous vote in chat. Because I feel like Sam's trying to fucking cop his way out of this.
No.
What did Sam say on stream? How many potatoes did he say?
I said 28.
Everyone's saying 26, bro.
Oh, that's because they're fucking your fans.
Nah.
Bias.
There is a bias.
28's coming in. Look, come on.
Nah,
guys, all got my back. Thank you, everyone.
I'm seeing more 26s than 28 there, bro. Anyway, it doesn't matter because I'm gonna get 30. I'm gonna get 30. What did I say? 32.
34.
34.
No, you're changing it. Look at you in that. You can take all the potatoes are running.
Let's get the potatoes live, man. They've got to be easy access because when we
This is
start
what I
getting
mean. I've got a bowl.
That's all right.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good then. Let's just rip them open like that. Alright.
Right, so we're going to go one at a time, or we're going the same time, aren't we?
We're going same time, mate. So
Right,
you get on this side, I'll get on this side.
Right, we might need your support in practice.
Things are about to get real out here.
Right.
I know this is the content that you tuned in to watch, and
Well, this is the challenge. You gonna do it? Maybe. Because I don't know. I don't know if I want to go buy like 30 bags of potatoes, bro. I don't even think we buy potatoes in this house. I think she grows them, dude. Like, this could be sacrilege in this house. Who knows?
This is how we, like I said yesterday, if there are any major labels tuned in, Universal, Sony, Warner, this is how you promote an album and get a #1 record, guys. So take
You only need some.
Yeah,
dude, I can put like a lot in my fat, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Small though. Look at that. That's not that is not an average.
That's my #1.
Right. No, you absolutely.
Me 1. Okay, come on, fuck it.
All right. 1.
And I can like lay back, dude. You know what I mean? My titties will prop them up.
4, 5. I'm gonna build a solid foundation.
5, 6.
Solid foundation. There's a mathematical equation here.
8. 7.
You almost failed, Ren.
8. 9. 10. 7, 8, 9, 10.
If someone would have to hand those to me, bro, I ain't bending like that. Fuck that.
12. Oh my god, this is 10.
13.
They're both locking the fuck in right now, dude. The music in the back of their head is playing on high. And they're like, yo, bro, we gotta get it.
Oh, my legs are shaking, bro. 13.
14.
14.
15.
Woo! Oh my god, it's quite hard now.
Yeah, it's because you got a load of yourself.
16.
If I hold the bag, is that cheating? Like if it's a bit higher up, so you'd have to crack.
16.
17.
Yeah.
Why is it freezing, bro?
17.
19.
18.
Oh fuck, mate. 20. 21.
20.
Oh god.
21.
20.
Fuck. 22.
22.
I don't think you're gonna hit 30, Ren. Come on, Sam, get him!
24. 25. 26.
25.
27.
26. 27.
28.
28.
Oh shit, no, 27. I've just got one.
Yes!
27.
29. Okay, yeah, I'm on 30, so
29.
I was wrong.
30. Oh fuck.
Oh shit.
31, 32.
Dude, Sam is not struggling at all.
34.
31. Fuck.
34. Oh no!
29.
No, I've lost count. No, I'm losing them. They're rolling.
As long as I get 34, I'm fine. 31.
Did you not lose them?
32. No, I lost some. 33. Oh shit. One more. 34! Yes! Yes!
That fucking V-line, bro. I want to get that one day, bro. I never will. But goddamn, man, that shit fucking summons the ladies. You know what I mean? God damn, Ren, you in shape, motherfucker. And he hit 30 fucking 4, dude. I do like 60, bro. Nah. I get my ass beat, bro. I probably couldn't even do 20. But like, Pixie, just melt that vision into your mind, bro. Just saying. You're welcome.
I reckon I could have had 3 more.
I started.
Fucking yes!
But to be fair, there's potatoes everywhere.
Yes! Oh my god! I feel better now that
That's my girl. Woo! Get it. Wait, see, come on.
album, to be honest. Oh my god. Oh, 34.
Whoa!
There you have it, guys. It's been settled. The age-old debate that everyone has been questioning since birth.
Yeah.
How many common house potatoes can you hold?
It's over 34.
It is over. I reckon I could have gone more.
I got 34 as well, and
Yeah.
and then I started losing them, so you lose track of your numbers. It's a difficult place.
It's not just a physical challenge, it's a mental challenge.
Yeah, it's emotional.
It's a mental challenge.
I'm glad you're all here to join us for such an experience. It was well shared.
Yes. I can't eat this. Oh fuck me, that was fucking intense.
Oh
mate.
my god, like I'm sweating it out. This is
Fucking I'm shaking, bro.
There's so many potatoes everywhere.
Alright, I'll talk to my manager about this, see what we got.
4 potatoes.
See, the problem is, I can't eat this, oh my god. I'm closing my eyes and just listening to Ren Wu. Hell yeah, Tracy.
What's the prize? Was there a prize? It's just that is the knowledge that you're on top.
Just the glory.
The glory.
You girls be thirsting for Ren, it's crazy. I be thirsting for Sam. Look at my boy, dude, he's adorable. Fucking Sam. You know what I mean? Like, that's why Samwise Gamgee right here, bro. Fuck yeah, you get it, Sam.
Yeah. The glory is prize enough.
Yes. Thank fuck for that. I was getting, when I was around 24, 25, I was getting nervous, mate. I was like,
no, I didn't think I was going to make 28.
Guys, if you want to see look at the floor.
Potatoes everywhere.
Oh, yes. This is how you push an album, guys. This is how you promote an album.
Oh, mental.
Rick Astley. Oh, yeah, no, it was Rick Astley's album is the prize.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
Yeah, you get Rick Astley's album.
that. Banger. I'm actually really glad.
Yeah.
It's actually a banging album. We listened to some of it yesterday and it slapped, to be fair. Mate, I'm not even going to downplay it. There's some fucking good tunes on it. Because I was going into it, you know, like, tempered expectations and exceeded them. He's got a fucking great album. Anyway. Oh, fuck me, man. That was... Yeah, just buy it tomorrow, guys.
Yeah.
Fuck buying it today.
Yeah.
It's a good
Delay
album.
that purchase.
It's a good album, but hold off on listening to it for 24 hours, maybe. Save it for tomorrow. Yes, let's go. But on.
It's always good to see him having fun with the boys, dude. It's infectious, bro. You like to see people having a good time. Like, I mean, unfortunately, a majority of us, we live through our artists. You know what I mean? Like, especially in Ren's case, because a lot of people are suffering under, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Under ME or with, like, you know, depression or any of these things. Some people are, like, locked in their house and they just can't get the fuck out. So having access to Ren, you know, living the life that, you know, he wanted to live so desperately. Now he's back out there doing the things that he loves. It fills people with like a sense of accomplishment. And like they were there with him, lifting up those burdens just like him. Why parents, like, you know, they usually push their kids to like accomplish the dreams they never could have. You know, it's kind of the same concept that we do towards Ren. Like, I'm a failed artist, you know what I mean? So like when I see Ren making his art and the world appreciating it, it makes me happy, dude. Like I wanted to be a musician, dude. I wanted to do the things that Ren was doing. But now I get to see someone who went through an incredible struggle get to do that. And not only do that, but lift up his mates, his people, his crew at the same time. It's a beautiful sentiment. Like, this is the shit. This is what people love, bro. This is it. I jokingly all the time tell my girlfriend that people like Ren because he's hot. You know, because like she gets to hear unhinged Will, who's filtering thoughts in real time that I have not hit my like super ego yet. But I don't think that's really why people like him. At the end of the day, people like him because of his message and what he represents. Like, it's these moments that make all the difference in Ren's music. I mean, Ren is like really hot, you know what I mean? But like, because like, if you get an artist that's like, that does the same shit that Ren does, but is like, looks like me, brother. No, I'm joking. But like, look, I give Ren a hard time in the household because, you know, my girlfriend really likes Ren, so like, I gotta give like, you know, sometimes I feel like I'm competing with the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm joking. But like, at the end of the day, Ren there's more to Ren than a pretty face. You know, obviously he's got a crazy story that so many people can latch onto, and that can feel something towards it. Like it resonates personally in their life. So like Ren is like kind of like a spiritual, you are the best. No, don't even lie to me. Like a spiritual guide to these individuals. You know what I mean? In some small way. Like they latch onto the lyrics of his music because of the meaning and the understanding of what that music is and how it represents them and how they can feel themselves through that music. They latch onto, I don't lie. Everybody lies. You know what I mean? Like when people tell me like, well, what are my lies? My lies are like little white lies. Like if a girl's like, "Did you come?" "Hell yeah, I came." Like I don't want to just quit because I'm out of breath. Like, yo, I don't know if you know this. You could be mid thrust and just be like, "I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. Fuck nothing, dude. I'm just gonna." I'm not, you know what I mean? Like you just fake it, and then you're like, "Oh, cool. I can get off my knee. Thank fuck, dude." Like, dude, I'll tell you right now, I'll fake that orgasm so goddamn quick, dude, it'll be over. I just want to get back to laying down and watching TV, bro. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Like, girls be like, "We going all night." I'd be like, "Girl, you getting 5 minutes. After this, I'm signing off, dude. So you got 5 minutes to get me there, because, like, I ain't doing this shit all night, bro." There's a reason why foreplay's a thing, dude, all right? You give them an hour and a half of foreplay. You get in, you work, you get your fingers ready, you work everything, dude. You get it going. You get the toys, you do it all. And then when it comes time to sex, you just knock it out. You get in, get out, bro. It's over. You got to be able to walk tomorrow, bro. You can't just be picking this lady up and going hog wild with it. You know, maybe this is a reason why. Maybe there's a reason why Ren gets the bitches and I don't. I'm just saying. Like, yo, dude. Nah, bro. I got to get back to recording content. Like, I can't be up in here. All right, I'm sorry. That was a tangent. But, like, again, people live through Ren, and seeing Ren have these moments with his people. I just had a flashback to my mental breakdown. Jeez. Bro, I'm telling you. Look, women are beautiful, bro, but they don't typically like the Wilbury experience.
Honestly, big up Rick. I got a message saying that he wanted to phone me today and chat about, I don't know what he wants to talk about. Death threats, maybe. Yeah. But no, he's been a fucking wicked about the whole thing. Apparently, he's really, you know, he's been a fucking good sport about it. And
damn it, I missed it.
To be honest, to be real, the number one thing isn't really about me beating another artist. It's never really been about competition. I don't believe in competition with music. It's why I'd never enter like a battle of the bands or anything like that. It's just like, for me, music is about community. It's about love. It's about just making stuff that makes people enjoy themselves. So and it's so different that everyone's got different tastes. So, you know, not everyone's gonna fuck with the Sick Boy record. So yeah, it's not really about coming out the top artist. I don't really give a fuck about that. It's more about what it means. Purely from an achievement standpoint for all of.
I mean, come on, Ren, you don't gotta lie a little bit. You do kind of want to be the top artist. Like, it is cool that your message can resonate with so many people. You don't have to, like, lie, dog. I mean, yes, largely you probably want all of the things you're saying, but, like, come on, bro. There's a little party that's like, dude, it would be so cool to be number one. That would be wild. It's okay to omit that, dude. You can enjoy that.
Of us who have been really working hard on the record for, and like I mentioned earlier on in the stream, for health reasons as well. It's just like incredible feeling, incredible achievement what we've managed to pull off without the big backing of a big corporation. So.
Yeah, and that's why being number one is also awesome, you know what I mean? Because you did it without the help of, like, a massive entity behind you. You did it as an independent. Like, you can still brag about being number one, dog. You just can't be like, that's all you are. Like, and then you can't be chasing the number one after that. You know what I mean? Like, is when you start making songs to be number one, that's when you start, that's when you start becoming like Taylor Swift and shit. Your number one was a natural progression of your story in life, and that's what makes it awesome, And then, if you write for a number one, you'll probably never get it. You just write the stuff that's genuine to him, and he knows that. But, I mean, dude, be more proud of this shit. Come on, bro. I watched you dance over this shit. Come on, buddy. It's okay. You can admit you're proud.
Yeah. I never chased number statistics or stats. That didn't really age well, did it?
No.
Obviously, he was happy, but what he's saying he doesn't want is someone big like all the mainstream people. Exactly, yeah.
That was one of those ones that never get it.
Funny. Yeah. Well, look, I'm going to be real. When I made this record, I wasn't. The intention of this record, I mean, I never expected to be in this position. So, honestly, it might sound hypocritical, but honestly, the goal was never to get a number one. It's just a very nice byproduct of what's happened. So,
I was going to say bonus, but byproduct is way better. No, Nikki! Accomplish your missions. The videos will always be posted, my dear. Well, some of them. Like every once in a while I won't post one, but if it's Ren related, that's going up.
I wasn't really chasing something. It just happens to be the position that we're now in, and it's incredible. It's like, yeah, it's really affirming. It's really affirming, man. Demo's number 2 is on number 2 in the iTunes hit. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. Sick. Big up demos. Whoever's like downloading and streaming demos now.
Yeah.
Fair play, man. Fair play. That means that the old tunes are getting a lot of love.
And we do love them.
It would be good to get Rick Astley on the stream to have a potato off at some point.
Yeah. How many could he carry? That's the real.
I reckon Rick could carry quite a lot. I reckon he.
Do you reckon he could top 30 at least?
I reckon he could top 40, man.
Woo!
Yeah.
It's those really like supportive holding arms.
Yeah.
I fucking love Sam. Look at that little smile, bro. Sam is so adorable, bro.
I reckon he could top 40, man.
Woo!
Yeah.
It's those really like supportive holding arms.
Yeah.
Look at that smile.
Yeah. Well, we're making a big roast on Sunday. Unfortunately, I can't eat these. Any potatoes that don't get used for that roast, yeah, we can donate it to a local food charity. I mean, there's a lot of them here.
Yeah, no, we're gonna make some Bombay potatoes tonight as well.
Everyone's eating potatoes for the next week, basically.
Yeah.
That have been on the floor.
Floor potatoes are the best potatoes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude! I love me some floor potatoes.
Floor potato.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Let's go.
All right, dude. Okay. This is just so much more enjoyable than work. You say that until I start playing video games. When I play video games, people are like, yeet! Oh my god. Alright, well, I'll talk to Kia, see if that's, like, I have the money to buy them, so I'm not too worried about it right now. Though I did just promise I was going to stop spending money on shit after buying more weed. So, let me talk to her first. Because right now my income is, income. Just a pack of them. Yeah. Look, I don't know what her, Kia has rules in this house, okay? If we can grow it, she likes to grow it. Now we're hitting fall, so I think we have to start, other than the fact that it was fucking 30, it was like 80 something degrees yesterday here in Canada. Like, what the fuck is that? I swear to God, you fly fucks. What's up, bitches? Oh! Y'all can make something yummy with them after? Yeah. I like being here and chatting with my fam. Exactly. I just love seeing Sam and Ren and the gang just chilling and having fun. Just stupid fun. Yes, girl. I love you. Get it? Darling! Alright. Hey, and all I thought it might be difficult to play on the version of Xbox when around the live concert. Top 40 bars. Damn, it was only 86 here in Texas. What's going on, Media Watch? You missed me yelling at Democrats, bro. Where were you? I could have used some backup here. Damn it. Fucking now I'm doing video game shit like a fucking dipshit. Da-na-na-na. Oh shit. Hey, I lost a subscriber today. Let's go. Anyway. Always stand your ground. Love that about you. Bro, you got to. Bro, we had a guy in chat yesterday. What'd he say? Oh, like one of the Marxist guys came in and was like, yeah, dude, it's okay to hate white people. I'm like, all right, dude. All right, dude. I'm not doing this one with you. Like, nah. Nah. So, that's so... I can't stand that shit, bro. But, I mean, you know, I didn't kick him or nothing. Though he hasn't come back in today. That's why I wasn't fussed this morning, but you lied to me. Look, dude. I didn't plan on doing it, but I saw Hutch was fighting with Pisco. And I do not like Pisco. Actually, Pisco just went on Tim Pool, I believe. He went on there with Prime Canes. I didn't actually watch that, though, because I hate Pisco so much. Oh. Doing it? Doo-doo-doo-doo. I don't even know what I'm gonna do in this game, bro. Hello? Okay, it's not connecting. What the fuck? Come on, controller. I believe it. There it is. Doo-dah. Doo-dah. Let's put this to solo. No, we can have it on. Whoops. Anyway, yeah, Pisco. I think he's been on Tim Pool a few times now at this point. It's crazy that Tim Pool won't bring on Destiny, bro. Why does everyone duck and dodge Destiny constantly? I don't get it. Just FYI, we did talk about inviting you to the Timcast, working on it. Hell yeah, bro. He could rip me apart. So is Ian still there? Did you ever see the debate with Ian and Destiny? I think it was part of Progressive Victory. Dude, I love Ian, man. Ian is adorable. I don't know. That little debate he had with Destiny, I really liked his performance there. And when I saw the ending, when people were giving him like congrats and like, you know, pat him on the back, watching him smile through that was just awesome, bro. Even though they got onto like topics that I'm not the funnest with, you know, like blockchains and election integrity and stuff like that. Yeah, I keep getting songs stuck in my headspace, but it's okay. I hum and sing songs all the time while it's talking to Beans. Yeah, my dude, Destiny got in some trouble. He's laying low, I hear. Well, no, Destiny has open invitations to everybody. He did get in a little trouble, like in a civil lawsuit right now with Pixie, but because of you sing stuff. Look, dude, things get stuck in my head. I'm ridiculous. And nobody gets it. Hey, be safe, Tracy. Much love. All right. I don't know what difficult. Oh, okay. I'm on the regular difficulty. Let's try this, dude. Let's try this. Do. Could either be the Stalker, Varuna, Hydroid, Octavia, dude. Let's do some Octavia. No, Occucore. Let's do it, dude. Bro, I'm pretty sure if I were to have a conversation on Tim Pool, I would get blasted. Like, dude, to be honest, dude. To be honest. Because, like, rhetorically, Tim Pool's pretty gifted at what he does. I guess I should do the decree. Stat effects deal double damage right off the rip. Be safe, Tracy. Oh, someone went through.
The triumph of dust. Oh, kiddo. How long have you been hiding out here, thinking I couldn't see you?
Those shrines were here before she came, and they will still be here after we cast her back into the void. Cleanse the shrine of her influence.
I want it that way. Tell me why. Bro, that'd be hilarious. Who's coming out, bro? Alright, talk to you in a bit. Whoa!
You're so close to understanding what you really are. Oh, poor little Thrax. The monster from Albrecht's stories finally came for him.
They're nothing but horrid old stone. I'm not afraid of them. Smash them to bits.
Bro! Sometimes you gotta fall. Wait, hold on. I should jump into the... Oh shit, no, I'm in an online game. Hold on. Can't pause. I should jump in the Discord. My friends only seem to show up when I'm playing video games because they're all scared of politics. It's like, bummer, bro.
Two identical souls raised in such different environments. Haven't you figured it out yet? You're fascinating.
Into the Undercroft.
Whoa! Is it gonna load? What's happening? Did the game crash? Oh. Alright.
Kiddo, is this where all your secrets are buried? Well,
What's the Ocucore do?
You do have a messy mind. My forces will sort it out.
Did the Pulse Club reopen? No, Ricardo's here, bro. Or he was a little earlier. Hey, you should be very proud of Ricardo, bro. I thought Ricardo was gonna be like one of my furthest left guys in my chat, and he is not. He's not cool with racism against whites. I was very happy about that. I was like, hell yeah, bro.
Sure, kiddo. Fight back. We can do this.
Ricardo has restored my faith in the left.
Spiral after spiral.
What's up, bitches? Why? What's even going on over at Tim Pool, man? I haven't watched him in a couple weeks. I should probably watch that. Prime Kayans was there, right? And Pisco. I should watch that debate. I don't remember what the fuck it was about though. Ugh. I'm working and listening now that you're gaming. I don't trust every time I pause the stream, I'll miss the good shit. Facts! Temporal dust.
Look at it. This edifice of guilt.
Bro, I'm like...
He knew what he did. What he took.
It's very disappointing.
Wise peregrines with the
Whoa.
smallest friends.
The fuck are these?
Look through their eyes to find the eyes of the beast.
Like, why is Candace Owens going like ape shit on the conspiracy shit? It's been 4 hours a day modding the J6 conversation. That was my last gig Sunday with Pool. Oh yeah, about the Fed insurrection shit or whatever. I should probably look into that since that's going to be a debate topic coming up more frequently.
I was dying all alone. Did you know that? Dying from the poison I sucked down to kill the tech rot in my lungs. Until it held out my own severed hand to me and offered me life.
Man, that bitch is going to probably become a character.
Is keeping this bolster theory tethered to my kingdom. Cut it down.
So is Tim Pool on the idea that January 6th was purely a Fed surrection, like a lot of people on Twitter are saying it is? I have two friends that were at J6, got a lot of video. Get Some J, I think, was also in the chat at one time, wasn't he? Whoa. Shit. So, I should probably look into this because obviously I don't know what the new details are about it. So is it, are they saying that all of the people that caused violence were part of the Fed surrection? Are they applying that to like Dominic Pizzula and all those people that were like present? From Ricardo, yeah.
Bad luck to kill a spider, kiddo. Especially when I can just bring her back.
Rude. How do I get out there now? What the fuck? Oh, this way. But he was at J6. That's crazy. The FBI confirmed 276 FA informants were involved in J6. Most are focused on that. Yeah, but like an informant doesn't mean that they're working for the FBI, right? That means that they informed on people. Like, right? Isn't it possible that some of these people had bad intentions, but then ultimately, whoa. I forgot how to go into my fucking horse. Why is my brain not working? Oh no, I don't remember how to go on the horse. I don't remember, dude. Just fucking teleport. But you just said 276 FBI informants were involved. An informant isn't an agent. Like, are they saying Enrique Taro was an informant? Because, yeah, he flipped. Are they saying the members of the Proud Boys that rolled over on, like, the higher command? I'm labeling Honey Jar, so I can't look. I can only listen. I'm going to need you to say more interesting things. I misuse informant. Oh, okay. Yeah, because if they're just informants, those are people that like are cooperating with the FBI, not necessarily, you know, working for the FBI.
I
But
thrive on nothingness.
But okay, even if that's true, 276 agents were there. Let's say that's true on a surface level. There was like 50,000 people there. Like 50,000 is a lot of people. So like less than like 2% of the people that showed up were working for the FBI. On the Capitol grounds where people were sending private messages and through like Signal chat and whatever, like that they were gonna go there to cause an insurrection. I mean, I feel like it would be negligence if we didn't have agents on the ground in case something happened. Oh, okay, I got you. No, I understand. Yeah, I haven't dug into the new information that's come out about it. I know a lot about January 6th per se, but not necessarily what the Congress has put out since then. Yeah. My birthday? Yeah, I remember you saying that, bro. What a bummer that January 6th is your birthday. I mean, I'm of the mind that I believe that January was worse than 9/11. I could probably agree with that sentiment. Because 9/11 was like, despite what you would say, it was a moment that brought Americans together. Now, granted, they probably used that. As a vector to attack, you know, Middle Eastern people. But by and large, after 9/11, America and most of the world were kind of united behind a similar belief and structure. Despite my appearance, I was home on January 6th. And also, like, the things that Trump did leading up to January 6th are abhorrent, and I think that he shouldn't have been president off of that alone. Like, the fake electors plot, I think, is incredibly disgusting. I think that was kind of bad. That the president of the United States tried to null and void 7 states of their, like, rights by picking their own electorate. Like, that's... or certify the votes they wanted, not the ones that were picked by the individual states. That seems a little crazy. And then before I hear the Greenwald argument that, like, Hawaii did it. Like, Hawaii didn't do the same thing that Trump did. Die, bitch! Wow, I'm invisible, too. What's up, fool? My God, dude, these missions take way too long. I don't know, man. I need to watch that shit. I gotta see. I may have to get this game. Yeah, bro. Warframe is the shit, bro. It's also completely free. No cost whatsoever to play the game. Yep. There's a 4v4, 4 PvE. Was it 4? Carefully to my mouth. 4 full of cake near my mouth. It's a multiplayer game. There's PvE. There's PvP modes, but a lot of people don't really play those. But there's like 700 weapons in the game, and that's how you level up your characters, getting new weapons. Everything in the game is free. And if you want it, you don't ever have to pay for anything. But there are stuff that you can buy to make the grind less grindy. Available on Steam? Yep. It's also the most played game on Steam. For like the last 5 years, I believe.
I can do this forever.
Yeah, they do have microtransactions, but they're not necessary. Do you know who Total Biscuit is? He was a big proponent of talking about this game before he died of cancer. Long live Total Biscuit. Uh-oh. Maybe I should not have come down here. I think I went the wrong way. Oh no, okay. Oh, I did go the wrong way.
This place is mine. It only exists because of me.
Yeah, but even the Game Pass, like, so this game has a, what's the word I'm looking for? It has a Battle Pass. The Battle Pass is entirely free. Like, you don't have to pay ever for the Battle Pass. I would say out of all of the stuff in the game, this game has, like, the best free-to-play market that there is. I used to say that about, like, Warframe, but, or not Warframe, League of Legends, but I don't think that holds up anymore with their, like, limited time skins and $250 skins and promos and micro shit. Everything in this game you can get for free.
This is your future.
Ow. Oh, technically I just died there. Lame. Whoa! Punk bitch! Give me my shit! I'm here for weapons! That's like why I'm playing this right now. I'm trying to build a weapon that came out with the new Warframe. Oh, because I don't pay for nothing. I'm a free-to-play player in this game. I mean, I buy a lot of shit in Warframe, but that's like cosmetic shit. Like the skins and deluxe shit. Oh, god damn! Give me them Pathos clamps, bitch. Give them to me. How many do I have? Can I go upgrade those weapons? Yeah, see, I had 3 random teammates on that match. I only had 17 Pathos clamps. I need 60 for a new weapon. That's crazy. And there's so many characters, bro. I also played Priest Quest. I'm up to 654 altar boys captured. What the fuck? Is that like a... Bro, I'll show you. Hold on, let me pull up my Steam real quick, dude. I got a buddy of mine who buys these massive bundles all the time. So, like, I have so many games in here that I've actually never played. Huge Age of Empires guy. That game is awesome. Haha. Yo, Breeders of Nephilim is a gross game. That's like Furry Central right there, bro. Rotato is sick as fuck. Oh, dude, this game just came out. Femboy Futa House. I would not recommend that if you're Not into that shit, but it's a funny game so far. Furries freak me out. That's like this, dude. I think that like with the Charlie Cook shooting, I don't think it should be left versus right. I don't think we should like be going down. I just started playing Brotato. No offense, Ricardo. Damn, dude, Brotato's the shit, Ricardo. There's another one that I'm gonna show you about. Our war shouldn't be with the left versus right or right. It should be why the fuck are furries so like into guns, bro? Monster Train is a fun game too, Ricardo. I don't know if you know this one. Monster Hunter Rise is a dope one. There's a game on here I wanted to show though, like I don't even know what that game is. Rise of Iris? I haven't even played it. I just downloaded it. Yeah, dude, I have porn games in here. I don't give a fuck, bro. Is that Quake, guys? Dude, I love Quake. My uncle, my Uncle Bear used to got me into Quake when I was a little boy, dude. Dude, this motherfucker his name was Fuzzy Chicken online. And like, this is back when like Quake 1 and Quake 2 days and Quake 3 Arena, like on PC. Holy fuck, dude. That's where my love for gaming started. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us. But he was so good at that fucking game, bro. He was famous in, like, forums and chat rooms back then at the time. Like, you'd go on AOL and people see Fuzzy Chicken and people would lose their shit. And, like, holy fuck, is that the Fuzzy Chicken? This is, like, long before Twitch was a thing. Like, I was 6 years old, man. It's a bummer that he didn't, like, keep going at it when, like, Twitch and all these things became a thing. Because he was also pretty good at Age of Empires, too. Though he did the same strategy. I don't have a console. My TV was built-in cloud gaming Xbox. What? That's crazy. This is the one, dude. If you like Brotato, Soulstone Survivors is pretty fucking gangster. This is like one of the more complicated... I work for id Software, and we developed all the graphics for Wolfenstein. That's crazy, dude. That'd be so cool if you actually knew Fuzzy Chicken. That, like, dude, that would be so cool. Because my uncle was huge into those games. He's the one that got me into music and video games because he did both. He even had a band and shit. He was like this big dude that was like disabled because he got ran over like by a fucking train or something and it fucked up his leg. He was so dude. He used to go. He was like a hardcore hippie though. He'd go around and tell me I was like, I'll never do drugs, and he'd like, why? Drugs are awesome. And I'd be like, what the fuck? We lived in Northern California on Mount Lassen, dude. This shit was gangster as fuck. But yeah, dude, Soulstone Survivors, bro. Look, Ricardo, bro. If you like Brotato, man, they keep adding so much shit to this game. There's no cap with like items or nothing. You can just keep going forever. This game is intense. Yeah, just stay away from the hard stuff. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Another really cool game is War Tales. That game is sick as fuck. Yeah, dude, my buddy sent me this because he got a code to it. He's like, I'm never going to play Princess Farmer. You should have this in your game library. I'm like, dude, I'm never going to play Princess Farmer. What the fuck? Marijuana is a gateway drug to the refrigerator? Yes. I did a fat dab this morning before getting on stream while I was waiting for a video to render. War Tales is a really good game, bro. I love that shit. Like I said, dude, this isn't even like a fraction. This is just my collection on Steam. I started this year. And like half of these I didn't even pay for, dude. My buddy just sends them to me. All the porn games I paid for. No one sends me porn games. That's my vice, bro. Hell yeah, dude. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink is awesome. Grand Blue Fantasy Rising is awesome. I miss Total Annihilation. I love that game. Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Do I have Hello Kitty Island Adventure, bro? That'd be wild. King's Bounty? I don't even remember. I think someone sent me that too. I tried Marvel Rivals once. I did not like that game, dude. It's not for me. Yeah, Quake. Dude, Quake is awesome. Dude, dude, most controversial topic I'll ever talk about. Fuck politics. Politics doesn't even hold a candle to this. Resident Evil 6 is one of the best Resident Evils ever made, and I'll fight anyone on that one. But anyway, did you ever do EverQuest Warcraft gig? My dad bought me EverQuest when I was a kid. He bought me the disc and everything to play it, but I didn't have internet in my room. So like I never got into it. I didn't get internet into my room until I was 18. I come from a pretty hardcore Christian family, so like my parents were like, "What if you look at porn?" I'm like, "Mom, I'm already drawing porn now. What do you mean?" Like, but it's like I've already have a PSP full of like 4 gigs of like gangbang blowjob videos and ass to mouth videos. I'm already fucked. There's no saving this guy. Like, just give me internet at this point. I'm like, goddamn, bro. Alpha Centauri was one of the best games ever made. Full send. Don't give a fuck. I didn't have porn. We had to wait for Victoria's Secret catalogs. Yeah, bro. I mean, I still have like my dad's Playboys from the 80s and 90s. Holy fuck, they're in my van, dude. I made sure when I burnt 90% of my belongings, they were not part of it. That's history right there, bro. Boobs are awesome. Though, a lot of people would probably disagree. Apparently the sequel to this game just came out and it's fucking awesome. Like half of these games I don't even know what they are. Half of these games I didn't select, they were just sent to me. But I'll play them eventually. Actually, I could just show you something here on, what do you go here? Profile? Yeah, on Steam. Gotta go mod despite being on different politics. You rock in my world. I appreciate you. Media Watch, be safe, buddy, and I love having you around. And we might be on different political spectrums, but I bet you we agree more than we disagree. You still suck. Bro, Ricardo, why are you always catching strays in the chat, bro? What did you say to these guys? I don't even remember, bro. I like Ricardo. Ricardo's one of my boys, dude. He's one of the longest watching people here on the channel. So I love my boy Ricardo. Lou and Ricardo are like the first ones to start picking up on my political shit, bro. Matter of fact, Lou was the first one to come in and be like, when I was making jokes about Dean Withers' anxiety pen, he caught on to it immediately, bro. I remember the first time I saw Lou's comment about that, I was like, oh, he knows my references. It was like that scene in like, what was that? Please tell me people have seen Sword Art Online Abridged, dude. You know that's, he's a bitch, jumps in from live to live, picking fights. Yeah, dude. Bro, that'd be crazy if he like gets me over on Temple. That'd be crazy, dude. I don't think it's gonna go well for me. But I think I could, hopefully sway a few people. The problem is I look like the stereotypical liberal. I'm 400 pounds. I'm unkept. I look like I haven't worked a job in 5 years. So like, it's gonna be hard for me to like pull anyone when they're just looking at my physical appearance. Hopefully my argumentation is decent enough that people are like, okay, cool. Or I'm gonna look like a fucking fool and be laughed off the internet. That's possible too. He could end my career, bro. I won't surrender. I won't back down. I can't be laughed off the internet, bro. I'm a fucking clown, dude. I'm mostly known in the Ren community for getting shit wrong in my reactions. But hey, I'm compassionate. Same type of debate bros and renegade. Exactly, dude. We actually have a DGGer here. Like he came in and he's like, bro, I didn't know you were DGG. This is wild. I was like, holy shit. I found a DGGer in the wild. This is crazy. I didn't mean to click community, bro. Anyway. I'm gonna grandize some of these items, bro, and just, oh, while I'm doing this, I should hop in the chat. Oh, okay, I should watch that too before we get off. Okay. Okay. Hell yeah, dude. Share your art. Hell yeah, dude. Alright. No, wrong thing. Did not mean to click that. Confirm. Alright, cool. Sorry. Yeah, dude. All I know is it's wild, bro. I know Ricardo and my boy Lou, bro. We got this, dude. We're gonna strap it down. We're gonna take it to the top, bro. We're gonna argue and debate with anybody who steps in the arena, dude. They're gonna be my debate prep team, bro. Let's go, bro. I'm gangster, bro. That'd be gangster. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm for it. I don't know why I'm sitting here trying to select a character and I don't get to play that character in the thing. We're gonna have to like start doing like debate like prep, dude, where we like just debate each other on shit, bro. It's gonna be hilarious. I've been messaging Wick. I'm like, get me in a panel, bro. I want to fucking do this shit. They get me in there, bro. Destiny won't stand alone. Like, oh, I need to actually post that right now while we're kind of just vibing at the moment. Let's go over here. Vosh won't stand alone, bro. We got to go take off some of the monetization on the video, though, because it's going to be a little too much. Clear all ads. Boop. Get to 30 minutes. Add another ad. And to the end. Add another ad. Continue. Save! Alright. Surprisingly enough, dude, my last Vosh video did pretty well. Which is crazy. Universally, my videos get a shit ton of like all of my political content like gets fucking lambasted, bro. Like, so okay, actually, believe it or not, the Charlie Kirk one is has 3 likes, no dislikes. That's crazy. Usually here, I'll just get to one of them. Let's see here. Yeah, the Vosh video had 220 views. It was 4 hours long. No negative comments. That's wild. Because right under that, when we get down to... yeah, dude. I got 9 dislikes on a reaction to one of Destiny's things. 121 views, 9 dislikes. It has a 10% like ratio. That's wild, bro. And then the TJ one, for some reason this one has 244 views, and at least it's not negative. It has a 66% like ratio. Oh, never mind. There's a Destiny one here that has a pretty high, the XQC one. Again, the reaction to the Cambridge debate, the coach reveals or whatever, the stuff that the little lady was talking about, actually didn't do as bad as I thought. Okay, maybe it's all in my head, bro. There we go. I gotta go with you, the sport department, but I ain't debating shit. That one didn't do too hateful either. The Asmongold one. Yo, hold up! Asmongold be turning around, dude. This was like got a 1% like, dude. Has 19 dislikes, 12 likes. We're up to 38%, bro. We growing. That one had 800 views. This is the one, bro. I made a video talking bad about Hassan and you know, Mike from PA and shit. Bro, massive dislike ratio. Yo, it's so crazy how polarizing politics are. Y'all would have to call the corner for me after about 10 minutes. Yeah, dude. Same. Bro, I can't believe I'm 2 pages back and I'm still like on stuff that I started making when I got to... I put out so much content in the last fucking month. It's crazy. And again, my electric call boys are still not cleared. That's crazy. How long do I have until this copyright's cleaned up? 9 more days. These guys aren't freeing my music at all, dude. That's crazy, dude. Anyway. Like, it's crazy how, like, politics is just... As soon as you start talking about politics... Like, you could tell the same story in a song and people will really like it. But as soon as you tell it through, like, the lens of, like, a debate or a political stance, the message no longer matters and people just shut down immediately. And then they fall into, like... They fall into, like, defensive structures and like, it's crazy. I mean, hell, that happened to me last night. Me and my girlfriend were talking about Israel Palestine, and because, you know, she's huge of like supporting this Palestinian people, and I am too. But the thing that so like I looked up to see what the ICJ yesterday while we were on stream, because I misunderstood what she was saying. She said I thought she said the ICJ ruled what's happening in Gaza as a genocide. The ICJ has not ruled on that. However, that's not what she was talking about. There was an independent section of the humanitarian side of the UN. They had an independent council that has ruled that it's a genocide. Now, that ruling has come under some scrutiny because they don't have any direct evidence of a genocide. It's just based off of statements and like the result of total damage. But now you could still say with a firm authority that what's happening in Gaza has been labeled a genocide by one section of the UN. Now, obviously, we have to wait until the court has made their declaration. But while we were having that conversation, Charlie quotes, yeah, well, while we were making that .com, wait, is there a website of all the crazy shit he said? But while we were having that conversation, a lot of what I believe in is tied into that Israel-Palestine conflict. Because a lot of my problems and fears around what made Trump president are rooted in this very this very issue. So I had cognitive dissonance yesterday, kept getting filtered. Oh, dude, I have all of that shit off. It's so crazy. And I'm on live chat. That's crazy. So like you can hit cognitive dissonance even when you like to believe that you're like a truth seeker. Whenever you hit cognitive dissonance, you know, and because I was hitting that and I saw how like angry how disappointed my girlfriend got into me while we were having this conversation, it made me angrier and it made me ratchet up like an internal tension. And then like eventually I shut down to new information while having this conversation. And then like I even said abrasive things about the entire situation as a whole, and like in a way that wasn't necessarily true to my beliefs, you know. So like, even when you believe that you're someone, wait, I have to do something dreadful, blah. What dreadful thing do you have to do now? Other than watch my content. Oh, I worked it in. Sorry. All right. I want to unlock this character, but I hate spiders, so I'll never use her. Shaking my head, stop. What, bro? You gotta spit your facts. But I feel like I get more radicalized every day I do politics, because every day it breaks my heart more and more. And yes, we will be doing the potato. Well, I gotta talk with Kia and stuff and all that jazz, but the goal is to do the potato challenge and push Wave of Change. I'm even gonna try and make like a little ad for it, you know what I mean? Like Wave of Change 2025. Like come in and like, you know. Tome, ooh, Nezha Prime. Okay. Yeah. Oh, who the fuck would ever use that? Hmm. Gonna go look at my horse. What the fuck? What is he doing here?
Remember what the scholar told us. And the fragmented ones tether down the strands of Tra that weave her false Duviri. Get to the heart of her power. Call forth the beast, then kill it.
That's crazy. Okay. So he replaced Teshin in here. On kill, 20% chance to refill ammo for whatever weapon you have equipped. Okay, that's not bad. Whoa! I wonder if Wick is gonna actually let me on one of these debate panels, bro. And I wonder if I'm gonna say on Hinge shit, because sometimes I say on Hinge shit. What the fuck? You're a person? That's rude. Why do you people take so long to do anything in this game? Come on.
She is slaughtering my people.
Well, I mean, you are kind of an evil dictator king that treats people like shit.
The triumph of dust.
The triumph of
There
dust.
was a beautiful garden where cruel children played. Nobody ever.
I don't know what
had
button I
more.
just pressed to do that.
And then, one day,
That's crazy.
a magical stranger came to teach them a new and fabulous game.
Those shrines were here before she came, and they will still be here after we cast her back into the void.
Oh, we have a Mesa, dude. Hell yeah. What's up, bitch?
We punished that kind of idolatry with
Hell yeah, we do, girl.
Don't tell me you're siding with the brat. It's about time to grow up.
That's so rude. What if I want to be a kid, bro?
Waiting to ambush me. I don't like the look of that chest.
I don't even see the chest, bro. I need a regular cigarette. Yo, dude. Ow! Ow, bro. Chair, you're stabbing my fat. Please don't. There it goes. Hell yeah.
You ran all the way back to
Bro, I need a cigar.
Now you're
I love them so
chasing me
much.
here? What is it you need?
You have to burn her influence out at the very roots.
Dude.
If that means
I remember, I was watching we was clicking through stuff last night on my computer. And I was like, damn, bro, I really need a cigar. Because I saw a video of me smoking one on my channel. I was like, fuck, bro. I haven't had one since like a month before I got here, plus the month that I've been here. That's so crazy. Cigars were my life. It might sound super crazy, dude. And it probably is 100% crazy. But I think smoking is like a sexy thing, bro. Like, bro, there's like a video of MGK. What is that? In these walls where he's like smoking a joint, Bro, it was gorgeous. My boy looking fine. I got the tickle gun, boys. I don't even know what the fuck was happening there. Tickle wickle, bitch!
This place was your prison. We can dismantle its pieces together.
Thank God this is just an elimination one. Headshot! Whoa. What's going on, motherfucker? Eat it! Tickle gun! With my pink beams of love. I love you.
If you're wasting your time here, who's protecting those freaks back in Holvania?
I vaped, but I can't let cigarettes go completely. Yeah, that makes sense. Dude, like, I don't know if you've ever tried to use, like, the weed vapes. They do not hit the same, bro. And I feel like all they do is increase your tolerance.
This is where he stowed it away.
Whoa!
Secret of my lost flesh. Not lost. Stolen.
Approach the Peregrine. Do not fear the wide eyes or the...
Oh, okay, it's up on the D-pad. That's how you summon the horse. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh. What the fuck am I doing? Oh, I get it. I guess that one doesn't count? I guess I don't get it. What the fuck? Okay, someone got it.
You and Albrecht were pretty close in his Deviri days, weren't you, kiddo? Don't say you've forgotten.
Well, that's cool. That's new lore. That wasn't there before.
You want to deny me a place? Even here, in the remains of your childhood? Not very nice of you, kiddo.
Well, who said we were nice? You know what I mean? Like...
Helping her is keeping this false Deviri tethered to my kingdom.
That's rude, dude. Your kingdom? Let's go, nasty spider woman. I'm an arachnophobia guy, bro. Let's do it. I need a fly swatter, bitch! Oh, headset, don't you start dying, you little bitch. I don't worry about none of this shit, dude. Whoa! I don't smoke weed. It's completely illegal here. That's crazy. I'd have to. I like weed too much not to smoke anymore. It lets me be deep and reflective, bro. But I've quit smoking it every day because, you know, sometimes my girlfriend doesn't want to be around high will. She's never said that, but I've surmised that myself. But I don't think in relationships you're supposed to laugh as much as we do. Pothead. Hell yeah, dude. Yo, pick him up, man. Jesus Christ. Can you die, please, lady? Thank you. How did you die again, bro?
Luck to kill a spider, kiddo. Especially when I can just bring her back.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I don't like killing spiders. I don't kill them, but I hate spiders with a passion. Oh, that makes sense. That's true. I feel that. I don't even know why people lace weed, bro. That's why I'm scared to buy moon rocks from people I don't know. I only buy like official moon rocks from places. I actually only have, like, I've bought weed like 3 times when it wasn't legal. I would always just drive to the state next door to buy weed. Because their legal shit. Oh, it was so good, dude. You could get concentrate at like 92%. Oh, it's so good, bro. And they used to have the little moon rock jars. You get $35, enough for 3.5 grams, and it would like fuck you up, dude. Like one little, you could put that in a one hitter and just blast your mind into non-existence, and it was the greatest shit ever. And mushrooms can be an interesting time, but man, they're a little spooky sometimes.
For nothingness. You choke on it.
Oh, what are you talking about, lady? I like me a little nothingness from time to time. I have 35,000 shield. Like, you're not gonna kill me. I don't care. What are you talking about, Pixie? Smoking cigarettes. Okay, I guess if you're like complaining about the health side effects, I agree. But chicks who smoke, fire, dude. But I do fucking love it. My girlfriend was telling me last night, I was like, I want to go buy some cigars. She's like, do you really need nicotine? I'm like, well, no. But come on. Like, I don't need it, but goddamn, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. That is a Pornhub tab right there. Smoking, bro. Did you guys ever see what is that? Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay or whatever? And like they have that scene where he's smoking a joint in the library with that one chick, and they do a shotgun. That shit is fucking adorable. That's on my bucket list. That's on my bucket list before I die. Give me that fucking life support on the ground, dude. Bottomless party. Yeah, dude, we're bringing it back. I also even like that song in there. Your dick. Like, that shit was hilarious. I miss that genre of comedy, man, where we could be edgy as fuck. Like that shit in Hangover 2, when they find out that Ed had sex with the lady boy. That was, oh my god, that was like, fucking hilarious, man. Was it Hangover 2? I think it was Hangover 2. He's like, I come in you come on the floor. I was like, hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, Ed, get it, bro. Have you heard the female version of that song? I can't say that I have, bro. What is it like? My pussy this, my pussy that? Like... Oh, Aquafina. I might have seen that actually. She's that she's the actress that the Asian actress, right? She wasn't she in My Little there's like some movie that starred Asians that was like super popular. I can't remember what it was. And then I think there was one with Keanu Reeves in it too. Where I think he played like the villain or something, or like a boyfriend to a love interest or something. I don't know, or like a sister. I never watched it. Was it Pretty Little Asians or something? Was that the show that was like movie that was like huge or whatever? I know Aquafina does a shit ton of like voice work for projects. I know that much. You guys don't have legal weed there? What the fuck? That's so crazy. That's why I don't mind Canada like at all, bro. She started as a rapper. That was her first viral thing? Okay. Gotta hit you with my love gun. Do, do, do. Oh shit, there's a bunch of guys behind me.
Don't think for a second that you are winning.
I do like Aquafina's like carefree voice, like her natural speaking thing. Even though she personifies the Valley Girl sound, but she does it through like a certain level of hate. Not haze, it's not what I'm looking. No, it's a vocal fry that I fuck with. Ah! Whoa!
Too late, kiddo. This is how the story goes now.
Really? I must look into her then. The Fragmented Tide. Just being near cigar smoke is nauseating. It gives me a headache too. Alright, I might give it a listen to. Whoa! I forgot that I don't actually get like super defensive stuff. Like he can still hurt me with my shield up. He's trying to touch butts. Don't sniff me, bro. How are you dead, bro? She's tightening her grasp? Hell yeah, bro. Link me up with that sex move. Oh, shit. Oh no, someone else is dead. Why do you guys suck so much ass? Yeah, dude, G.I. Joe, Kung Fu Grip. I don't resurrect anybody, bro. Y'all can suck it.
She's banished for now, but she'll climb back up the
Yes, I got the fucking neuroptics, dude. If I keep doing this, I won't even have to buy any of this shit. I can just build her for free. And this isn't very hard. This doesn't take a long time. And it's easy enough to where I don't need to worry about anyone else. I could do this while streaming and just talking bullshit. Bro. I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. That whole Media Watch might be able to get me to do something on Tim Pool. I don't even give a fuck if they bring me on to laugh at me, dude. That would be awesome, dude. See, that's my fear, dude. Like, I'm always gonna like try to step into these like arenas with like bigger people and bigger audiences, and it's just gonna blow up in my face. Because like one of the problems that people fall into is they think that the people that disagree with them are morons. Like quite clearly, if you're as intelligent as me, you would agree with me. Like there's a huge possibility someone like Tim Pool is way smarter than I am on so many topics. He just like obfuscates and does whatever the fuck he does in the way that he does it to appeal to his audience or whatever. Or he might generally believe the stuff. Like, who knows, right? There's like so many directions it could go. But like, there's always a possibility that like, if I have a conversation with someone like that, he could blow me the fuck out of the water. Like that would be like my biggest fear. You know what I mean? Like, just, dude, that'd be so crazy though. Because then my parents would see it and be like, you got your ass beat by Tim Pool. Like, that'd be fucking wild, dude. That'd be wild. I would sign up for it, dude. I can be your liberal punching bag, Tim. Do it. Spank me, daddy. But what if I make him look ridiculous? How fucking unhinged would that look? You know what I mean? Like Adam Mockler went on CNN and made, like, what was that guy, Rick Scott or whatever his name is, look like a fucking fool. And he's like a 22-year-old kid that just got into politics. That should never happen, dude. Like, what the fuck? That's wild to me, man. And since I watch a lot of Destiny, I probably use a lot of Destiny's arguments, like, unknowingly. So then, like, in some small way, you get, like, we have Destiny at home that's, like, 400 pounds heavier. Oh, that's such a wild concept, bro. Sign me up, bro. Doesn't even feel real. Alright, what was I about to do? Oh, touch tips, yeah. Hell yeah! Alright, let's go see how many of those things I need to do. Like the R word? My only fear is because, like, I'm more of a centrist than I am on, like, a particular side. Is that I become, like Anna Kasparian, bro. I make a claim that, like, people that are on the far left doesn't like, so they bully me on Twitter. And then I start becoming, like, a MAGA grifter. Like, that's my biggest fear of all, bro. Like, because you saw it with Jordan Peterson. Jordan Peterson's original messaging was actually a beautiful sentiment for the world. He came out talking about how the left and right need each other, that the overreaches of the left are going too far, and we need to defend freedom of speech. All things that I universally agree with, and things I still agree with today. But then the left went crazy on him, and, you know, kept bullying him and telling him he had to believe certain things, and then he started talking about shit he knew nothing about, such as climate change. because he says he's looked at the science and he knows it better than the scientist, apparently. And so he got bullied on Twitter, got treated like shit, and then nearly died because of his fucking addiction to whatever that thing was, because he was suffering through pain, depression and shit like that he was prescribed to a doctor. So then when he came back, like, people were wishing for his death on the left. People were like, hell yeah, hopefully Jordan Peterson dies, despite the fact that he wasn't saying anything too crazy back then. And then, like, when he comes back, like, the Daily Wire picks him up. They're like, hey, man, how about you come work for us? And, like, for some reason they took it, and, like, his brain disappeared in real time. So now whenever you have a conversation with Jordan Peterson, he's going to do the same shit. When he knows what he's talking about, he's going to be articulate, he's going to be concise. And then when he doesn't really want to get into something, he'll be like, what do you mean believe? You're like, okay, dude. All right, man. Good debate bro tactics, homie. Like, good obfuscation. Like, you're getting so much into the weeds now that, like, we're not even having a semantic conversation right now about this. We're just talking about, like, Christianity as a whole. And then you're like, let's get super semantic so, like, we can, like, where does your belief stem from? I'm like, okay, dude, all right. Are you saying that you figured out the universe and then, like, all right, man, what are we doing? Okay. How about we just have a conversation about the fact that, like, Christianity is unverifiable and unprovable, and then, like, since you haven't proven your position, it isn't of my responsibility to disprove an unquantifiable. Like, it's not the way that, you know, basic things work. And then he's like, well, all of modern world, like, there's a difference between, like, the left, or, like, the allegories of the Bible being impactful for the world and being good for the world. Because in general, they're just nice stories to listen to, and they talk about the human condition in ways that, like, are applicable even today in modern settings. But that doesn't mean, like, they are literal. So, like, when we ask questions about, did this literally happen? And then he's like, what do you mean happen? You're like, all right, dude, okay. Like, his conversation with Alex O'Connor was fucking... It was jarring to me, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck, bro? These flies, dude. These flies. I don't get it. I don't know how they get in. It's because I go out and smoke, dude, in the morning. I leave the door open and they just fucking... And then I wear cologne and shit all the time. So, like, they just want my booty, dude. They just want my booty juice. Magnus Prime. Yes, please. I'm not going to use the Epitaph Prime. Like, what the fuck? Sorry, dude. I'm not a meta slave, bitch. Ooh, take that one. Okay, this one's more meta, but I'm not really good with that other one. I don't give a fuck. I'm going in.
The triumph of dust. Oh, kiddo. How long have you been hiding out here, thinking I couldn't see you?
Get crossbowed, bitch. And by crossbowed, I mean take an arrow to the knee. Where the fuck are these guys? Hello? Oh, it's bugged or something. Okay. Where is the guy? Come on, Warframe. Why is it I'm the only person I know that gets every bug under the sun on this game? Oh, there's a guy over here. Cool, it's not bugged. It's just being trash. Hell yeah!
Some stories end with the king's head bouncing down the throne room steps.
That's rude, lady.
Oh, poor little Thrax. The monster from Albrecht's stories finally came for him.
You have to
How rude.
influence out of the very roots.
I don't like the language you're using.
Sending you into the Undercroft. Then so be it.
I don't like this kid. He's playing light with my life, dude. What if I were to die out here, dude? You know what I mean? How fucked up is that?
This isn't your Undercroft anymore, kiddo. These creatures are no Scourger, but they'll crush you still.
Your Skuldra are worse than these people. This is the Void, bitch. Don't insult my Void brothers. Eat lightning, fuckers!
Why are you fighting, kiddo? This place was your prison. We can dismantle its pieces together.
I don't like the way she says kiddo. It's not as intimidating when she says it as when the man in the wall says it or the kid says it. Hey, we lost a player. I don't know a thing about you, girl, but I do wanna know you. What's up, bitch? Oh, I can't stab it. Okay, unique animation. That was kind of boring and lame. Let me drag myself over and stab you in the eye real quick. What's up, bro? All me, dude. I did it all.
Who's protecting those freaks back in Helvania?
That's rude, dude. Why do they need protection, lady?
You really want me to spit this body out with how chewed up she is?
That's rude.
You ran all the way back to my poisoned garden. Now you're chasing me here? What is it you need?
Reconnect the. Oh, fuck. I hate these
What
ones.
she's driven me to. Assembling weapons. Oh, and me, a loving mother. Can you get it done?
Oh my god. No, where's it? Oh shit. Oh shit, the other people aren't even over here. What are you people doing? You're welcome, bitches. I'll do it all. I'll do it all. Ooh, there we go.
Tear away a finger, hack off a hand, an arm, a face. Keep on taking and see what grins back at you.
That's rude. Well, that's cool. People drop out, they can still join in the middle of this. That's cool. Good addition, Warframe. I like this game mode. So far. Picture this, we were both butt naked, banging on the bathroom floor.
I thrive on nothingness. You choke on it.
After I finish this one, I'm gonna probably take a quick break, get some lunch, and then look for a video to watch. And then once I'm done with lunch, I'll jump back on and we'll hang out a little bit. But I have a little way to go before I'm at that point. Of course, he's dead. Let's go over here and rescue dipshits that don't know how to play the game. While we're on a life support mission where time matters. Hell yeah. Boom, bitch! Headshot. Like, I'm not using any defensive abilities. And I'm not dying, and I don't have a lot of resistances. What the fuck, bro? How are you people so bad? I don't get it. If you're gonna do a thing, try to do it well, I guess. Ah! Flies! Okay, this is getting ridiculous, dude. Dude. Ah! It's a jade light! Don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Oh, bitch! Girl! I don't see shit.
If you breathe, it's because I let you.
Headshot! Oh, I didn't do it. I'm trash. Oh my god, he's dead again. The dreaded thing is over. Party time. Hell yeah, dude. Then again, my whole life is party time. I'm not picking you up, bro. I'm not stopping killing. You can just resurrect yourself. You can lose a little bit of your experience and resurrect yourself. Headshot. Headshot. What I'm fucking talking about! Bitch! I'm not gonna lie, dude. My dreadful things are like the shower. That's just because I'm so fucking fat, I feel like I'm gonna break the shower. I kind of spend 90% of my life on edge, and I'm going to break everything I touch. Kind of a drawback to being as girthy as I am. Oh, Jade Light. I don't even know you, bro. Punk bitch. I wanna touch your body, Mr. Animator. Like, bro. Obesity, bro. Every time I sit on a couch, I feel like I'm gonna break it. Every chair I sit in, I'm like, this is the one. I'm gonna break this.
All those possibilities. And yet the story only ends one way.
Rude.
I can be your father. Your lover. Your friend. I can give the dead back.
I don't want you to be my father or my lover. I got a father, and I already got a lover, dude. Oh man, you gotta be crazy. Ugh. Alright. I'm not gonna lie, this one might suck. With a character that can die constantly. But you know, take pics if that does happen. I'm gonna start a reverse OnlyFans, bro. My Magnus Prime, where is this bitch? Bro, these fucking flies. Can do a smoking one? Hell yeah, bro. Dude, I'm not even gonna lie. Whoa! I one time watched a video on I think it was on one of the Chans, where a woman was having like a bong put inside her lady area. And the guy hit it out of her, bro. And the vibration of the bong actually felt good to her. I was like, what the fuck is this? The world is crazy, none of it makes sense anymore. The internet's got a lot of crazy shit going on in it, man. Die, bitch!
Albrecht left nothing but dust and darkling spiders in his wake. Isn't it time for a new story?
They can think of a lot of insane shit. Exactly, dude. Don't touch me, I don't want to blow up. Like so. Oh. Where is she? There she is. Somebody come get her. She's dancing like a stripper.
Bring her back.
Bring her back. I'll kill her again. Oh. Guess you can't go out that way. Whoa! A lot of dust right here. Thank you. What is this? Oh. Okay. Like Pokemon Snap over here, bro. What the fuck, man? What the fuck, man? Come on. This is ridiculous. Okay, I guess I'm the only one doing this? That's wild. Okay. Didn't work. Why are you guys just killing shit? Like, help. Warframe community is one of the worst communities around. They're all so fucking lazy and never do anything. Okay, how am I supposed to do that? How am I supposed to see that whatsoever? Okay. Okay, that one's done. There's one in here, but I don't see how I'm supposed to see it. Doesn't make any sense. Just do all of it myself. That's cool. Team game. Awesome. Alright, so how do we see this one? I can't, nothing works. I fly over, it's not highlighting. Hello? Do I have to do that? At least they're finally in there helping. Jesus fuck. Let's see if I can hit that with a waypoint. Oh, cool. One of them got it. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, boys. Thank you for the assistance. I did 9. You guys did 1. Let me in! Let me in!
They're all real. All the bad old memories. Here's one now.
Oh, I'm gonna rip these guys apart. I don't even have to move. Taste my lightning, fuckers! As Tenacious D has once said. To the devil himself. Excuse me, madam. Can I interest you in an arrow to the knee? You. Alright, this one might be harder. Might be.
My Harold looks like you. Once.
Those hands are crazy. Stop beating my cheeks, please. Whoa! Bring it, daddy! I like it rough. Whoa! Why would I be worried about a second one, bro? Fuck, slash procs. That's not good. That'll kill me instantly. Bro, you guys are such pansies. Boom. Get fucked. Suck a dick.
I declare this chapter closed.
Nice. Another 10 Pathos clamps. That's what I'm talking about. I think I can afford another Incarnate weapon, boys. I should do that. But anyway, I'm going to be on a little later tonight. We're not ending at 3. My girlfriend will be in a work meeting or something for a while, so I'll be on until a little later today. So I'm going to take a minor break, get some lunch, actually use the restroom so I'm not sitting here doing the PP dance all day. For fucking real! And then I'll be back and we'll probably get into a little bit more divisive videos and content. So if you guys are back for the second one, you know I'll be here. Give me about 30 minutes. I'm gonna go stuff my face with the meat. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. God willing, and hopefully I'll kill these flies in the meantime. I'm gonna go hard on these fuckers, bro. That's what's gonna happen. All right, I'll be back.